This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live, episode 79. We're getting close. We're getting close to that 100 mark.
Back-to-back podcast collaborations.
Yeah. Well, let's get right into it here. Let introduce yourself, guys.
Yeah.
How do we do this? You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm Rick.
I'm Steve.
And you guys are from what podcast?
Beer You Are.
The Beer You Are. Not It's Your Beer, not every other name I called it.
You Are Beer.
At 2 in the morning trying to make a live video on Instagram.
That was good.
Yeah.
I was dying.
And then they made a response one, like a rap battle. They're like, we're going to hang out with the Bangin beer bros. Like,
Beer bros.
It's just like, yeah, you want to mess up our name, dirtbags? We got your back.
Gotcha.
It's on the right over, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is exactly how I would want it, because that's our sense of humor as well.
That's funny.
So we're gonna do some beers tonight. You guys brought some lineup.
Yes.
Hopefully you got some heat for us.
I think
Take
so.
some treats, yeah.
So before we get into any of that, check out the links below. Check out their Instagram. Go give them a follow. Show them some love. They are upcoming. They're doing some big things on the Instagram. We talked before it, so pretty soon you're going to see them all over the place. They're going to be everywhere.
Yes.
Hopefully.
This will be the first of many collaborations in the
Yes.
future. Once again, when you're doing stuff like this, it's easy to get into the mindset where like, well, we're doing our thing and you're our competitor. That's not our thing here.
No.
Yeah, and we barely do what we do good. So why would we want to push anyone else away? But yeah, the links below to check out their Instagram as well as our merch pages and all of our social media links. We are on the quest right now for 1,000 subs on
Yes.
Instagram as well as on YouTube. So help us out with that. We do also have a Facebook group page. So anytime you're on there, you can go and add content. You can do your own beer reviews, do all that, and feel free to, if you're another podcast or anything, to post your content to hopefully get your name out there. It's a community for everybody. is what
Recommend
we're
stuff
trying to
for
say.
us. Yeah.
Speaking of merch.
You got your mask?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, mine's in the car.
Yeah.
I left all my stuff in the masks
Safety
in your
first.
car, Tony.
Yeah.
I have to get yours. I
All
have
right,
to get my
cool.
stuff. So before we open up with your beers,
Oh, we got a little gift here.
in a way, I've been kind of looking at your stories and I hear the word tripping animals kicking up. So I gave you a triple.
Oh,
The tripping
dope.
equilibrium tripping animals collab. So there
Much
you go,
appreciated.
guys. Yeah.
Awesome.
We tried very hard to get that one. And actually, because that was at both locations. And my cousin lives in West Palm Beach. He tried to run down there and get there, and it was sold out. So this is
Ridiculous.
awesome.
Yes, thank you.
They actually sat on that for the longest time on their website for delivery. So I'm like, oh, I got like maybe 2 4-packs, split it with my one buddy. So there you go.
Dude, much appreciated.
Put it back in
Thank
their
you.
cooler
Joy.
store.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Don't let me forget that.
you have the beer control in front of you, correct, Ben?
I am the beer keeper.
All right.
Okay.
You can tell
This is going to fucking town.
so we are going to try something a little different. So when we're kind of mixing it up a little bit with kind of the way the guys did on their show. We're not going
It's just
to
beer.
say the name right away, so you can go on Untapped and look at it and say what exactly you're experiencing, or because I think if you go on Untapped, you can trick your brain a little bit to be like, oh, well, this says I should
Totally.
taste pineapple.
Totally.
So I think what we're going to do here is Ben's going to do the crack to pour. We're going to get the first couple tastes of it, say if, initially what we like, and then we'll go and say what's on Untapped and say how close we are to what we taste. That
How
make
wrong we
sense?
were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that. I like
I
that.
like that.
All right.
I like that new
We're switching it up here.
You gotta change
This
it up.
beer here that I already see the label of it. I went on Instagram and complimented the label because I really liked it, and this was released not too long ago.
Just the other day.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to actually try this. I think this is a cool label.
Now, this is Living Here in Allentown. A blood orange NEPA. NEIPA.
Billy Joel collab.
From Brew Daddies Brewing Company. And McCall Collective
Yeah,
Brewing
so
Company.
McCall is just coming out to Allentown. I think they just opened up in a former location, just on the outskirts out there, and it used to be Salmon Pants. I don't know if any of you heard of that. place.
Salmon Pants. I think I might have heard of that
It was
at one
just
point.
like a brief stint, and then these guys, McCall, took over. Brew Daddies opened up the day before the whole COVID shutdown.
Wow.
So you can imagine
okay.
how.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Great timing.
So, but I had this on tap. It was, I thought, personally for me, was pretty awesome. Different. I thought it was kind of unique.
Fruity.
Just different.
Citrusy.
I
Yeah,
haven't
definitely
really had
citrusy.
anything
It's kind
like
of dry too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That
Very dry.
blood
Yeah.
orange, the blood orange is there, but it's not. like any other blood orange where you get it, where it's super pungent. It's like the first
Yeah.
You know
initial
what I
hit.
like? That's what I like about it because
Yeah.
if you ever actually eat a regular blood orange, they're not super like flavorful.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Like it's
at
not
all.
like a navel orange or something where
Yeah.
it's like boom. It's like it's muted. It's almost grapefruity.
Yeah.
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 So when I seen this label, right? So we made a label for our show that I'm not even sure is going to happen because I'm just so like sports are back and I haven't even watched it. I just don't care. I don't like. I think I'm
know.
It's like it's
I
not
know.
real.
like I'm over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we did our show for our for my favorite football team, the Washington football team, to be announced.
Washington football squad.
Yeah, because we can't say names, I guess, anymore.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, but when we made the logo, we used the Pennsylvania Keystone because we're Washington fans from Pennsylvania, and we used the Keystone and put the feather on it, and then put like our name of the show inside the Keystone, and then everyone's like, "Looks like a ketchup bottle." I was like, "Well, fuck you."
Yeah, so this looks like a Heinz ketchup.
And then I see it on somebody else's logo. I'm like, I see what they're saying. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought when I saw a glimpse of the can. It was like Heinz ketchup.
It looks like
Very
it looks like
associative
vegan
to it.
ketchup.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Vegan ketchup.
But I think it's a cool. Like, I don't know. I'm always big into the art.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah. That's how we really love like different.
But I can
scattered across
understand
the table.
I can understand the concept of the Keystone
Yep.
as part of the logo
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's probably about 4 or 5 Allentowns in the country.
Only one that matters though.
Yes.
And
Well,
Billy
yeah.
Joel only sang about one of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Enough.
Yes.
Yeah, they actually invited us out there. Rick, obviously, because being in Jersey, it's a little bit harder for him to come out on like, any
Short
given
notice.
weekend.
Well,
short
listen,
notice,
if you want to
whatever.
leave the other Jersey, if you want to leave Jersey boy at home and you need some PA boys to roll with you, let me know.
You
It's
boy-
fine.
you
can
boys
sub
are-
in.
always welcome
I'll allow
to
it.
come down.
we can collab. And listen, if now that I know how close you live to a brewery in Jersey that we've been like in love with recently, Magnify, like we're definitely going to make some trips out there and do some collabs out there as well.
Listen, real class act there too. Just
Yeah, we're close with Eric Ruda. He's a very good guy.
What
and
was
yeah, I'm
the-
like 20 minutes away.
What was the one from Jersey that had like the bull as the logo?
Bolero snort.
So that I live 1 mile away from there. So I'm in Hasbrook Heights. I'm right by MetLife Stadium where the Giants Jets are, and they're in Carlstadt. You could throw like a rock at MetLife Stadium. So yeah, Bolero Snort is right by me.
One of the best orange creamsicle beers I ever had because it was an orange creamsicle IPA and it still had hop to it, so you knew you were drinking a beer and it wasn't like drinking a fruit smoothie,
Yeah.
which was unbelievable. So like Jersey's got some heavy hitters that we're slowly learning about.
it's amazing what they've been pumping out. Like these guys just always coming out with something different, unique. Like
And we were supposed to go, do an interview with them too, all before COVID.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Listen, man, we're
ripping Jersey on the table. We got the Icarus one over there.
yeah.
oh, yeah. Listen, we're big homeboys for Icarus.
Yeah, we still got to go there.
Icarus Kane, obviously. It goes on. Even Cape May. Like
Yeah, I
if
heard
you-
good
if you
stuff
got-
out of Cape May. I haven't been to yet though.
I have, again, family
Yeah.
down there, like house for the shore for the summer. That was our thing. So now with the brewery thing that we're into now, and that's kind of where we were stopping at. And they got a cool space. It's very other half-esque.
Nice.
Like you walk in and it's got the huge chalkboard on the front. But it's the coolest system because as you walk into the brewery, which is right next to the airport down there, the Cape May Airport, which is just like a local airport. But it's right or left. So if you're going left, you can go straight to their like their store and pick up cans of beer, or you can go get draft pours at the bar, or you go right and you fill out a flight card, and then you come around and you meet back in the center.
Oh, cool.
And it kind of breaks it apart. So like if you want full pours, you just go on one side. If people are trying to do flights, you go on the other side, and it's a really nice system. And then
Nice.
it's really
It's way to
pretty
go.
clever.
Yeah,
Different.
I'm a fan. We had their Space Jam series. He's
No,
on
NBA Jam
Yeah,
tournament
sorry, not
edition,
Space
yeah.
Jam. NBA Jam.
NBA
Well,
tournament
the
edition beers.
Magnify.
Yeah, Magnify. They were unbelievable. So like I said, we definitely have a lot of Jersey on our radar here.
Any Troon?
We have not had them yet.
That's
I
like the
personally had
elixir.
it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
more than that.
Let's start now. I also have a new thing too that I'm doing on my Untapped.
I'm not rating.
I'm not rating. Yeah, I'm not putting scores in. Only because I'm kind of like, I guess because of my obsession with Howard Stern growing up, where sometimes you got to leave it for the show. Yeah, if you want to know my score, tune into the show and you'll hear it here. And then I'll say my score verbally on the show.
There you go.
And if you want to find out, then that's how you do it. But I'll check it in just to say it's on there. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm not saying anyone else has to. You do what you got to do, but I'm not. That's my thing. So
I'm still doing my thing. So
Well,
I'd
Absolutely.
actually like to hear what everybody thinks about
Yeah.
it because again, they were so nice enough to give me this 4-pack and
yeah. So for me, I like it's still every characteristic of the beer I like. Did we read it off? Did you read anything
no,
off?
I didn't read anything off.
Read it off here. Let's find out
Sure.
what's actually in this beer. We'll do the Untapped.
Sure. Living here in Allentown is a McCall Collective Brewing Company New England IPA clocking in at 6.1% alcohol by volume. It's also collaborated with Brew Daddy Brewing Company in Allentown as well. This collaboration comes from two neighboring breweries that share the same love for Allentown, the city they call home. Our blood orange flavored ale drinks more like a mimosa with subtle fruit notes that blend perfectly with juicy West Coast hops. Best enjoyed while listening to an 80s Joel record.
There you go.
Yeah. I love it. I like the hop characteristics. I think it tastes good. I'm not exactly sure what hops they're going with on that one. But I like the back end blood orange. I think how everyone said before, it mutes it, but it kind of gives it something nice. What is that ABV on that?
6.1.
Yeah, that's a. If I had a 4-pack of that, I would 100%.
Yeah, it'd be dead quick.
yeah, real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Yeah, very
So some of
crushable.
these beers, when I check them in as well on Untapped, I'll check them in as either a taster or you know what I mean, because I think there's certain beers that I can drink as a taster, and I think they have a high score. But if I had to drink an entire pint or an entire can,
yeah.
it's like I don't know if I can get through all
Yeah.
this.
Mhm.
So and I think that's two different scores
No,
as
I can
well.
definitely do
So this
multiples
is
of
something
this
I'm
guy.
scoring as a taster, but also this is something I can drink. I go at these until my
Yeah,
legs give up.
double
Yeah.
whammy here, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I like that it's not like we said before. It's not overpowering in the blood orange. It's not
Yeah.
too sweet or anything. It's actually kind of dry finish to it.
Yeah. It
Almost
does,
like
yeah.
a
I've never
Cabernet or,
I've
like,
never had a
something,
beer like it at all.
but
Like,
it's awesome. I really like it.
Yeah, no artificial blood orange taste to
No.
it at all.
Yeah,
No.
This may be a shock. I've been saying for a while I'm trying to protect this, but I've been every single time too. I blow it out of the water though. So I'm going to sit with a 4 on this. I was stuck between a 3.75 4, but I just think it stands out because it's a flavor profile with all the stuff I would like that I'd never experienced before. That's just my take on it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'd probably give this a 4.25, and here's the reason why. So, like, high humidity, you crack this can open cold, and you have it, and it has that dry finish like everybody else is saying. That little bit of that subtle blood orange that tastes more like a grapefruit and then finishes off dry. That's just an easy drinking beer. And that's really great for, like, the summertime. Wish this was out maybe a little bit earlier, and you can really enjoy the hell out of this beer. So, for me, 4.25, that's definitely a good beer.
And for literally just starting business during COVID,
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're doing
Yeah.
good stuff.
So
They
their
have
their
fun,
new
yeah.
their new brewer is actually Todd Reinhardt, who was the head brewer at Free Will.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Kind of started this whole thing with them, and I think they released another one just today or the other day, so coffee ale. So pretty pumped to try that one too.
Nice.
Yeah, looking forward to good things from these guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, Brew Daddy. I like the name too. Brew Daddy.
Dude,
I don't know.
Lehigh Valley has some awesome stuff too.
It's
I mean,
out of control, man. When I moved out there, I was like, "What am I getting myself into?" I'm thinking like Poconos sticks, and I'm like, "Oh, here we go. Well, what am I gonna do on the weekends?" And it's like, I can't even keep up with what to do on the
Oh,
weekends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lehigh Valley's rocking.
It's rocking.
Lehigh
we,
Valley's rocking.
we have friends that live in Emmaus, right near Funk and Yergis.
Oh, funk is
So like we'll go to Funk's and then we'll walk down the street to Yergis and then there's the distillery attached to them
Correct.
too and like we're just I can't drive home now.
no, exactly.
Yeah, when we went to where we were in New York, I've always had this pre mind state that New York is like the city, right?
Yeah.
But literally, New York is just an extension of Pennsylvania. It's literally all just small little, not coal towns, but like small little suburban
Small
towns.
little villages.
Yeah.
It's like 100 Barnesvilles in New York.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah, there's
100
probably some a little
Barnesvilles.
bit bigger than Barnesville.
well, like where we were, it was
Yeah.
what was the big town next to us? What was the capital? Albany. So like Albany is there, but then like all around Albany was just these tiny little back road like small towns.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was like we didn't.
It's
we
like
ne-
Harrisburg.
it's like we never left school county.
Exactly. It's like being you go to Harrisburg
Yeah.
and then you go out outskirts of Harrisburg, you got nice little towns and villages.
Yeah.
Albany's the same way.
Yeah.
Albany's the same
It was
way.
awesome. And even like the Finger Lakes, like every single time I ever met somebody from New York, it's like they're from the city. And it's like, man,
Yeah.
you guys got beautiful mountains. I'm like, if you just drive a little north,
Yeah.
it's the same experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I say I'm in New York, and people automatically think I'm in the city.
Yeah.
I'm closer to New York City right now than when I'm in my apartment
Sure.
in Portland.
Same
New
when
York.
we were there.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
like, how close
Yeah.
to the city are you? Like you were
4 hours.
You were closer from your house than we are, and
Yeah.
we're in the state.
Yeah.
I was like,
New York's a big state.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
Yeah.
4 hours from the city. I'm in between Binghamton and Syracuse,
Okay.
and the way that the lakes and the mountains are up there, there's just not a direct route to
Nope.
anything.
Yeah.
Just about.
We actually joke about that because, like, in PA, just it doesn't feel like any direct route anywhere.
Bob's
obviously,
roads.
obviously,
Yeah.
like through, like 78,
Yeah.
you go
Yep.
right through.
Yep.
But like everywhere else, I'm like, I just want to go like this way. It's gonna
Yeah.
take me 5 minutes if there was a direct street.
Yeah.
And now it's 18 minutes.
how
I'm
was
like,
how was your drive here?
It actually wasn't too bad.
It was not bad at all.
Yeah.
This guy, did his Instagram, checking in with everybody, and I drove.
There's a lot of McDonald's, and we got here. Like, right,
Yeah.
we're in, what's it? How do you pronounce it? Frackenville?
Frackville.
Frackville,
Frackville.
in Schuylkill County.
Love it.
School
78 to 61.
78 to 61.
Yeah. So, did you score this yet?
I go with a 4-2. I really like it.
All right.
Solid.
Anything
Yeah.
different from what was said already
No,
said?
I mean everyone hit exactly what I was thinking on it too, and it's an awesome beer. I could totally crush it.
Yeah. Pops?
3.5.
3.5?
Solid 3.5. I
That's a good score for you because you
Yeah,
don't
you
like
don't
hops.
like
I'm not an IPA guy. I can definitely pick up the hops. It's not overly bitter for me. The flavor characteristics have all been described. The dry finish, the citrusy, the hops. It's not bad. I would drink this. I go 1 or 2. That would probably be my limit on these.
Yeah.
Fair
But
enough.
3.5 is good for me, considering I'm not an IPA guy.
Yeah. You're getting converted. Like I said,
slowly,
you're
but surely.
turning, you're turning the
Slowly
corner
but
on IPAs, and I'm turning the corner on stouts.
Next thing,
Yeah.
Tony's going to be drinking coffee.
This
No.
episode
Definitely.
might change that totally, though. So I know we have a bunch of IPAs. So
That's all right.
That's usually what we
Hats
hit him
off.
with.
That's
too.
usually what we hit him
He
on the head
usually-
with.
He usually
anyway.
brings out a bunch of IPAs and says, "Well, for pops, I'll bring out a fucking stout."
Yeah.
I brought a stout. Yeah, I brought a stout.
I thought of them.
Good.
Kind of like how a good chunk of people in Delaware are closer to Philly than most of us in the school
Yeah,
car. Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good. Good.
Welcome to the chat, man. Forgotten General Blue. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, what's your score on this?
I'm going to give it a 4. I think it's very crushable, citrusy. I don't see a lot of the blood orange, but I'm not really a fan of that, so that gives a difference between a 3.75 and a 4 for me. But yeah, I'd have probably a 4-pack of this. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
And me,
Yep.
I guess. I'm gonna go 4, and I gotta tell you, I liked it better on draft.
Yeah.
Don't
That
know.
actually, I would like to try it on draft.
I
I
don't
think it
know
would be better,
why.
too.
I think all draft beer.
It was
Yeah.
Some
It was
beers are
just
just better on
so-
draft.
maybe crisp is a way to describe it because
yeah.
it was just. I mean, like you guys say,
You don't get that
we
slight like loss from like canning it.
Yes.
What are we talking with Brew Daddy? How many when you walk in? How many are on tap? How many different beers? Like they just opened. So what are they starting with?
I think it's 8. But
It's not bad at all.
I don't want to put that on record because I should have asked because I met with Kevin Ryan, who's the co-owner, and we were talking and he showed me around. They treated my wife and I like royalty there. So major props. Get out there. They have a beautiful beer garden, and if you guys can get a chance, look on.
Where in Allentown is it?
It's like right off of Hamilton Street,
Oh, okay.
so it's
Okay.
it's
Oh,
the
okay.
financial district
Okay,
right
cool.
there. So it's a real sick spot.
Kitchen, food truck.
Kitchen,
So it's like downtown area?
and they do like
Okay, like by where Brewworks and stuff is?
it's exactly
Oh, okay.
it's right there.
Yeah.
PPL Center area.
Yeah, right across the street from
Okay,
PPL.
cool.
Cool.
Missed the days of Croc Rock there and almost getting stabbed though. That was great.
Yeah.
Good times.
All right, we got the second one here.
Jersey rep.
Is this a Jersey boy?
Yeah.
This is one of Rick's go-to favorites from here.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes from my house, Brick City, which is weird because Brick City really means Newark, but they're in like Little Ferry, so it's like there's an airport between Hasbrook Heights and Little Ferry, but it's a great spot.
You just got to go through the Pine Barrens where Jimmy's buried.
You gotta check me off.
Almost.
I'll never found him.
Hoff is probably in our state, if anything.
Maybe.
He's in a coal hole somewhere.
Parts of them might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, parts.
Parts of them might be.
I don't know what I'm
Still
getting. Here.
got a little bit.
Give me a
left
little
to
bit.
think,
Give
but-
me a little whap here.
I'll finish it
A whop. You like how I said that?
off. You gotta watch when you say that.
It's-
Though.
yeah.
The Italians might not be happy.
It's
With that.
it's a wet ass pilsner.
No, there you go.
There you go.
Nice recovery.
I'm
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
surprised that no one said something about that.
That's
Already.
like flying around, but everyone's
Yeah.
offended by
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Right. That should be a beer.
uh,
Whoever, if you are a brewery and you're making
Oh,
your
I'm
brand
sure
new
it's
beer,
already out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Before you get canceled. Yeah.
you,
A
need
whap?
you need a wop.
Yeah.
A wop. A wet ass pilsner.
There
We
you
might
go.
need to pronounce it WAP.
Yeah.
We're Italian. We can say it.
Put like an asterisk or something over the A or whatever, a tilde,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know what I'm getting here, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
how I'm feeling. All right.
It's interesting.
Is there
It's-
coconut in this? Is there a coconut?
No, I'm not going to say. I can say
9.
there's no
It
coconut.
tastes very familiar.
I kind of read the can. It'd be kind of
It's
surprising
a-
hops on it.
Yeah,
It's
do
a,
your
it's, a,
reading.
it's a taste I really haven't had before. I'm not, and that's not a bad thing.
What's this one called?
This is
Curtain
called
Call.
Curtain Call.
Yeah, it's because of the hops that are in it.
It looks like the
What do I-
M&M cover, the curtain call, or
I don't know.
encore.
I got
Yeah,
it.
More. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, though.
Of course.
All right, so this is going to be Curtain Call from Brick City Brewing Company. It's an Imperial IPA clocking in at 8.5% alcohol by volume.
Wow, 8.5.
A New England style double IPA brewed with oats and double dry hop with Galaxy, Wamia, and Rakow.
Yeah, those are the two specialties.
Yeah, maybe it's the Rakow.
It is.
Not too familiar.
I mean, I like it. I like it a lot.
Interesting aftertaste, though.
If this
It has a
Totally.
bite to it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a
It has
hop
like a
is bite.
burn.
Yeah.
if you put this in my glass and gave me a pint of it, I would drink it and then probably drink another, and they'd be like, "Oh, by the way, they've been 8.5s and they're doubles," and I'm like, "Cool, call me a cab."
Yeah,
But give me one
Yeah.
to go.
yeah. This is one of those things that they're unique. They sneak up on you.
Yeah.
They sneak up on you.
That honestly alone, just for the flavor profile, I'm gonna score this. So when I first hit it, I was like, it's different, and I didn't know how I felt about it. But I think ABV alone gives it its points because for how smooth that is for being an 8.5.
Yeah.
I won't go first with the score. You start this one.
You want
off.
me to do this?
Yeah, yeah.
Around the horn.
This is not my favorite of the Bricks series. I like Bricks a lot.
The Jam series is very good.
The
That's
Jam
their
series is
claim
like
to
where
fame.
they're at, like Mango, Island Jams.
Heady jams.
They do all these like funky, just concoctions, kind of like
Almost like on a milkshake kind of IPA
yeah,
feel.
like
yeah.
beer cocktails kind of feel to it, and it's hard for me to appreciate this one as much as the other ones because I'm the guy that likes the fruity stuff, the sour stuff. So this is probably like a 3.75 though. I'm okay with that.
I'm right there with you. I'm honest. That's exactly where I was sitting as well. When I first tasted it, I got a weird like almost like the coconut suntan. Like when you get coconut, you kind of get that little suntan lotion taste.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's that one hop.
These two hops are very unique. Like I don't you
like
don't hear
grassy.
much of
You know,
it.
you know
Yeah.
what gave me the pause was the juicy dry,
Yes.
and that I can't recall having something taste juicy like this,
And then just flat.
but then
almost.
I don't
dry
think this
at
one's
the
that
end.
dry to me.
No, I think
No.
the other one was
The other one's definitely more
much
dry.
more dry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like,
But
I-
the
I would-
aftertaste is, for lack of a better term, interesting.
Yes.
but in a good way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it kicks your ass or gives you that like dry bite like the other one really did.
Mhm.
It really the combination of the hops in there really kind of goes like okay,
Yeah.
Galaxy and then this one and this one.
Yes.
It's kind of
There's
like,
like a slight,
those
like-
simple three phases when you're drinking a beer.
Like
so.
a grassiness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, like a lot of the like the Massachusetts beers. That's almost what
Yeah,
this
when we had
kind
the
of.
foam and like the treehouse was very similar to this too. Yeah.
Okay.
I think, I had this as a gift for my birthday, so it's a half-month old, and I don't know, I don't even see a date on it. I gave it a 4 when I had it last time, but I agree with you. It's a 3.75, and I think maybe this one is past its time. I'm curious how old this can is, so that may be half the problem.
I'll tell you here though, for being a little older there, I think it's still I mean, I don't think it maybe lost any flavor, but it's super smooth.
I think it's a dangerous 8 point.
Hey, 100%.
I think that's a great
way
way to
Like,
describe it.
I could crush that and be like, wait, what? Like Tony said.
We had
would-
multiple
yeah.
times where
Yeah.
we drink this, and
I would
like,
not.
whew.
I would not
Yeah.
be upset drinking that all day long.
a lot of their beers are like that, like
Yep.
mid 8s.
Nice.
I can find myself a puddle with these. I
Oh,
gave
yeah.
it I gave it a 3.75, and I can easily find myself being a puddle.
Yeah.
Wet ass Tony.
Yeah,
Whack.
noodle.
yeah. I wouldn't
No, I
say
go
I wouldn't say
3.75
Jack
too.
Daniels forget the English language puddle, but definitely a puddle.
Speaking of Jack Daniels, Austin called me and said he may have found a Christmas gift for me, and he's bringing it home.
Jack Daniels.
He found the Sinatra edition, the big one.
Yeah, that's he.
But he
Austin, if you're listening to this, don't spend your money on
Shut the fuck up! No,
expensive
get
whiskey.
do that. Do that.
Absolutely do that.
Yeah, 100% do that. Don't listen to Dad. It's for your brother. All right.
Bring all the whiskey.
Spend it on Dad, but
No, fuck Dad. I brought you in this world, and I could have taken you out a couple times. No, he said he got it even for the price that I guess because it's on base and he's military and stuff. The price he's getting it for
Oh, yeah,
is
they get the
insane.
duty free and stuff. So.
It's insane,
Yeah.
and it comes with it's the big bottle. It has the book in it. It has the gold tie clip that you open, and it's a USB drive that has a never before seen Frank Sinatra concert in it.
What?
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's insane. The only other time I've seen it is Fulton had it. Steve Fulton had it, and he's like, "Do you want to try?" I was like, "I don't know if I don't feel worthy." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So
I don't know if I feel ready.
You have to enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
like for me, I would say don't even waste pouring me a glass. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's not for me.
yeah,
That's what I'm here for.
I would.
You
because
open
it's
that-
Jack.
Yeah.
on very special occasions.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what it is about Jack. I just can't do it.
I
Like I love bourbon. I love Scotch.
We just
but
had
I
this. We literally had this
Jack-
conversation in the car.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
college it was always Jack, and then moved up to Willet and Four Roses and
Yeah.
real bourbon. But yeah, Jack was my thing in
Yeah,
college.
I used to
Yeah.
when I was younger, but I'm like, I just
Jack was my thing, and then I switched over to JMO, and then what was the other Irish one that hit?
tell them or do.
No,
Not Conor McGregor.
Power?
Please
no,
don't tell me
that one's
Conor.
not terrible. It's not the greatest.
Proper
It's
12.
Lava Lugan.
Proper 12 is like low budget
I had
Jameson.
that.
No,
It's more
Maker's
expensive.
Mark.
Oh, Maker's
Mark.
Mark.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
my go-to bourbon usually.
Well, that's not Irish. That's just a.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I don't know why I
Kentucky
said
bourbon.
Irish, but
Yeah.
Maker's Mark if I had to.
Yeah.
But me and whiskey, man, I time travel. I start drinking it, and then my pants come off, and then I don't know where
Yeah,
I'm at.
That's
You got to know when to say when.
I'm a clear
That's my problem.
liquor guy, so like vodka,
And
tequila.
No, you'll
Yeah.
have a
Forget-
a nice
forget
Gin
it.
and whiskey, but
Jim Beam.
tequila's growing on me.
Somewhere in town here, I can't exactly say where, but we've been in contact, or not personally through them, but I guess like friends of friends. They've kind of like put feelers out to us, and we've put them back. But there's a moonshine / distillery coming very close to where we are right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so we may.
Did they ever get the legal issues situated with that distillery down outside of Schuylkill Haven?
I have no idea.
Well, it's Bums Rush. It kind of split.
Yeah.
So-
The partners had a splitting, and then it was
I know-
closed for a while.
Yeah, I know one of them. I believe is Bums Rush now down
Yeah.
there on by Jay Bertollet.
Yeah, right next
61.
door. Right next door.
I don't know what the.
It used
what
to
was
be
the
like that
agreement.
Oak Inn or something.
Yeah, Oak Hill
something
Inn.
along
Yeah,
Oak
yeah,
Hill
yeah.
Inn.
Did
yeah.
you see? I mean,
I think it's just rebranded the same stuff.
I'm a big Joe Rogan fan. Did you see that Tattered Flag whiskey
Oh, yeah, the
or
whiskey.
vodka or whatever made it to Joe
Yeah,
Rogan's
what
podcast?
episode was that? Because I know you mentioned that last week.
I don't remember exactly what episode, but he brings it out and he talks about it. He goes, this shit's dope, and he really likes it. So it's pretty cool to see like
That's
something from our
ridiculous. Like total West
Yeah.
meets East. Like that's
Yeah.
nuts.
and we have enough beer in the fridge back there to do 2 episodes of Tattered Flag right now.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
we
'cause
have
they what 2 locations right south of us in Hershey and Elizabethtown.
So-
Middletown.
So when me and Ben went on a road trip to get beer for last weekend, we went to Tattered Flag. We got 1 beer. We went to Evergreen, got some beer. Went to Mellow Mink, got a beer, and then we went to Bresky's. And we went to Bresky's and dropped more money on more beers that we couldn't get at Tattered Flag and Evergreen that were there at
Oh,
Bresky's.
that's crazy.
Like
Yeah,
great.
for real.
yeah. So we're like, well, now we have enough to do 2 episodes of Tattered Flag and Evergreen. So it's
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to experience a little Tattered Flag. They did a collab with another newer brewery, Seven Sirens.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They did like
Maybe-
a
Didn't
granola,
we have
strawberry granola something.
I
think
do have
we
an
did.
extra can. Maybe if to see how it goes towards the end of this episode, I have an extra can of Shoulda Had Her in Custody that won the beer of the night.
Are you
last-
sure it's not
Sold.
the blueberry
It's
cheesecake
the one that won beer of the week last week.
Okay.
It's another custody series.
Okay.
I have an extra can. Maybe we'll bust it out
Which
and we'll drink
this
it.
combo right here is perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
Prison Mike.
Prison Mike.
Yeah, but the Jello mold too.
The worst part about the beer about the prison was the Dementors. So we're who didn't score this one yet? You guys on that side?
So
I think I said
I went.
375.
375.
I agree with the consensus so far.
I would probably go with the 375 as well, just solely because like that's that like transition and it's hops that we're not really used to.
Yeah.
But it's still a solid beer. I mean,
absolutely.
I did have some Brick City. I forget like that's my jam. One was
Yep.
one with like grapefruit and something else. It was like very early on and I really liked it. Like the hops and the grapefruit really
Yeah, the
Amazing.
Jam series is. Yeah,
Wow.
next time we'll bring that. That's the call to fame there.
Yeah.
Mango jams.
Hey, if you guys
my
are
jam.
hanging out and watching, type in that chat. Let us know you're here. If you're drinking along with us tonight, what are you drinking? What are you enjoying? Have you had anything from any of these breweries that we're talking about tonight, or have you had anything?
I'm not used to
from-
being the beer keeper.
from
I'm
the
sorry.
from the. I know we're learning. It's like Ben has like if Ben had to chew gum and talk and walk at the same time.
I'm not that bad.
Yeah,
Come on.
he'll fall over. So he's getting there.
Ben, you're gonna have to just
a
go a little
frosty
bit
boy.
higher on this one for me.
Oh boy, here we go.
You're grinding some RPGs. What game are you playing, man?
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Is that a good
That's
pour?
perfect. Perfect.
Excellent.
All right, so
This is.
I'm smelling it. Is this a HV?
No.
We haven't had one of these on the show in a long time.
Actually, it's a collab with Root and Branch.
Really?
Yeah. This one, we had it at a sour share that we just did.
Back August.
Does
1st.
anybody
August
need
1st.
extra?
I might need a little bit.
It's unreal.
So this is the
That smells
brewery.
peachy.
This is the brewery that got me into sours. So when I
Got a little
rank
bit more.
sours, this is what a sour should be for me.
Oh shit.
This is the most
then.
unique crew making these sour IPAs. Is what it is. So
Holy shit!
That's a
Wow,
really
that's unreal.
nice smelling.
Wow.
wow.
That's a real nice smelling peach.
And Root and Branch, like we've had a few of their beers because they're out in Long Island. They're a contract brewery, but they're going to be in Copiague or whatever.
wow,
and
is that sweet?
they don't make a bad beer.
What's that one called?
Root and Branch.
The name of the beer.
This is The Secret Life of Plants,
Yep.
the failed Disney Channel series. No.
I actually believed you for a second. with Ben, you never
Cut
know.
him off. Cut him
You
off.
Wild
never
card.
fucking know.
A wild card.
Ben. So I didn't get a chance.
Hudson
to-
Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hudson Valley.
I didn't have a chance to tell you guys this. So there's an ongoing thing when it comes to It's Just Beer podcast. They have laughgasms, kind of like Bert
No,
Kreischer.
you fucking
Wait,
goof.
hold on.
It's fungasms.
Yeah.
Laughgasm, fungasm. It's the fucking same
It's a
thing.
fungasm. And
Anyway.
they're different.
What happens with their fungasm?
They just go out of control
And do
fucking
what?
losing it. Laughing over
Thank you.
stupid shit.
Anyway, no difference. It's a laughgasm, fuzzgasm. The end result
Yeah,
is the
like
same.
what Bert does.
Yeah. So Ben, I've been doing this show now for
gonna have
almost
one.
2 years with Ben, right? Fucking he's ripped at this point. And,
No.
and we bust out a beer called Hobo.
Lord Hobo,
So Ben
fine.
has to put a beer together that means hobo, and then in his head he has this guy at work he calls the Drifter. So I've heard this Drifter story 1,000 times, and spoiler alert, it goes nowhere. So the whole time I'm nudging Ben. You see, like it's the video is out there, but we're waiting for them to post it. If they're cool with us posting as well, we would 100% do it to kind of let people know what their episode's about, because they play a game called the ABV game, which is really fun.
It is, yeah.
Yes, the
it's a-
ABV.
yeah, but you don't know nothing. So like, you know nothing. So if like the double dry hop, the only thing you know is the style of beer and the name of the beer, but you're not allowed to go on your phone, nothing.
Be
And then
terrible at
whoever, and then it goes by plus minus. So it's if you're over or under, that's your score. And then at the very end, you take your 3 worst, add them up, and then whoever loses does a punishment beer. We have the punishment beer. That's another one if you want to crack. We have the punishment beer
Oh
here.
boy.
I don't expect you to drink it, but it is an experience. I think you should definitely experience it because it's out of fucking control. But anyway,
Yeah.
so
And
Ben
for how
goes,
much it is.
yeah, and it's super expensive to be that terrible. So Ben goes,
not kidding you.
he's doing this story, and I'm just like, please stop, please fucking stop, please stop. And I'm nudging him and he's like, no, let me go. So he goes and tells this whole fucking story. And then at the very end, he's like, he's talking about what the guy wears, what the guy's all about, this and that. And then he's like, and then I asked him for a coffee. He threw me like 6 coffees. He's a nice guy.
And that's it.
And Uncle Dan on the show just goes, he's like, you had me latched on for a half hour of this fucking story
The build up.
to literally lead me nowhere, and
Hysterical.
he couldn't control himself. And I was like, this is every podcast with Ben.
Awesome.
I feel for you.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's put it this way, it's one of those clips that you have to hear if you're like in a
have
bad
it.
in a bad mood, or like if you're feeling like shitty. Like it's just to play, just to hear the laughs.
And then Ben starts laughing like a witch. It was when the show's over, I'll play it
Yeah,
for you.
do it.
It's
Yeah.
out of
Oh,
control,
please.
but
Yeah.
the whole time I'm just like, this is gonna, and I'm literally looking at the camera going, this is gonna end bad, right? And then Ben, and then a cup of coffee, and that was it. And I'm just like, and the guy from Sloop, Harrison, gets up and leaves the table because he just was not interested. And then he comes back to everyone in tears, crying, laughing, and he's like, what the fuck happened? And then he just goes, remember the whole story? It went nowhere. And then he's like, the whole thing was a guy. He wore a hat, he wore a T-shirt, and he gave him coffee. He was a nice guy. And then Harrison, he breaks into tears. He's like, because he got up and like went to the bathroom and came back, and then
Yeah.
just walked into like,
man.
it was out of
It's
control.
just good energy. That's what you want.
God, it was so crazy.
And then we weren't even locked in on our beer. It was just all,
It
and then
took
it was
a-
like 4 like 3 mini ones then on top of that at the tail end of it.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, the art's ridiculous on them.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah.
that can.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Hudson Valley is upper echelon when it comes to beers.
So
This is
It's been a
insane.
while.
It has been a while, yeah. Who we at here to start off? Oh, wait, go ahead.
Ricky Rick?
I'll still stick by my rating when I had at the sour share. I'm giving it a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, I mean, I have a soft spot for sour IPAs, and I think they just hit out of the park. And I like Root and Branch as well. I mean, these flavors, yeah, milk, sugar, peach, chamomile. I don't really taste that, but
I really taste the chamomile actually.
Really?
When I
Do you?
taste it, I'm like, what is that freaking flavor?
That aftertaste?
Yeah, it's like that floraliness to it. I'm like, that tastes so familiar. And then once
Yeah.
I read it, it clicked. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and-
100%.
but yeah, definitely 4.5 for me.
Oh yeah, I get that chamomile right now. Yeah.
Such
Oh,
a creepy
boy.
way to say it.
I'm like, what is poking me in my knee over here?
That chamomile is here right now. I take a run at it.
Wet ass Ben.
But it's rich. I don't know how many. I don't know how many of these I would have though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I got.
Starts to hurt the stomach
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
very acidic.
This is
Yeah.
you're gonna have to take a pill the next day because you're gonna
Yeah,
be like a
absolutely.
fire breathing dragon.
We took a lot of omeprazole the day of the sour share.
Hudson Valley days, yeah. fucking
We
suck.
we went through what I think it was 53 different types of beers.
Wow.
Yeah, but we had 22 people though, so we were getting like.
We were getting
This is what we were.
Halves.
Hey, that's what we all got.
I got a drip, guys.
It's like this.
Licking
in all fairness
I got
though.
to taste the lacing on the glass.
We were going in and out of the house and sneaking a couple stout bottles and whatnot. We're like
Oh yeah, we had the Graceland from Equilibrium.
Graceland
That
from
was
Equilibrium.
solid,
That
yeah.
was one I really wanted to get for the show. It was a peanut butter and banana stout that they would have put
Oh,
together.
It hits you on your fucking nose. Yeah, that is just like liquid
We got to
peanut
try
butter
some
banana.
Bottle Logic over the weekend.
that I saw that bottle. I was very
Yo.
very
he had
jealous.
like 8 of them. We had a bunch of them off camera.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Bottle Logic actually what made me lose the whole competition because I didn't know how strong they were.
It
Yeah.
was probably like 18%.
Yeah, and I was like, it's a 10.5, and they're like, you're off by 8. I was like,
This is technically whiskey.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I lost. You're dead.
Yeah.
The whole time I was kicking ass too in that last one. I was like, 10? They're like, get ready to do a
Game over.
punishment. Yep.
Yeah, they don't make under 12. I feel like.
No. Yeah, and they're hard to get.
And out of that whole ABV game, I got the 3 that I really wanted to get: the Mortalis Hydra one with
Oh,
the
but-
blueberry, the strawberry, and
on
the
our list.
boysenberry, liquid fruit roll up, pretty much.
I'm going to be honest, though. The Mortalis, though, was just like Imprints Smoogies. They're the same style of beer.
Well, yeah,
It's
but I
so
mean-
puree. It's like you're drinking
It's like a
fruit juice.
cocktail.
You're like you're drinking fruit juice more than you're drinking a beer.
But it's still 7%. It's not like too watered down.
I mean, they say it's 7.
I actually
They've tested
It's
it
like
for a while.
Magnify's trade proof is the same thing as like a smoothie or Hydra. I feel
yeah
like.
the trade the pastry proof now, and then also what was the other one that I was thinking about? Well, I guess tripping.
450.
Tripping does it also, and 450. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another one.
Where you at with this one?
375.
That's not bad at all.
The,
It's not bad for you, yeah.
He doesn't like
Yeah.
sours either.
The flavor profile is kind of spot on. Tart, sour, juicy, peachy,
I love my peach.
and yeah, it tastes really good. It gets the mouth watering. There's no doubt about it. I could have, as a taster, I gave it 375. If I had to drink one or two of those, it would probably kill me
Yeah.
with the heartburn.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But that's actually not a bad drink.
Yeah. All right. Actually, it's easier for you to do it, Ben. While Annie's reviewing, can you turn that fan on behind you?
Sure.
It's fucking warm
So-
in here. I'm sorry, guys.
No problem. I went 4.25. I really like this one. I don't love sour IPAs usually. Like, there's always something about them that I just feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
But like the lactose doesn't. Like, I feel like lactose a lot of times makes every single beer taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
Correct.
And like there's a brewer not too far away from here that they put lactose in like everything, and I'm like, oh, as soon as I taste it, like I don't even know. I'm like, oh, it's from here.
Yeah.
But this is nice. Like it sweetens it up, but it doesn't give it that like generic lactose taste. The peach is nice, and the chamomile too. Like I said, I'm like, what the hell is that flavor?
Yeah.
And then like I read it, I'm like, there it is. But no, I really dig this one. It's really good.
The peach didn't taste artificial to me.
No, it
No,
tasted
it
really
tasted-
good.
no, it
It was
tasted
really
like
good.
legit
It was a
peach.
really good peach. I liked it a lot.
It was like biting into a peach versus like
Yeah.
a peach ring.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Lots of-
I'm definitely agreeing with everyone on this. It's been a long time since I had Hudson Valley, so this is a nice like, oh, I'm getting back into the Hudson Valley. So I would probably go with you, Rick, and say 4 or 5 for me, because this is like what Hudson Valley is all about. This is why I gush over them so much. This is why I brought so much of it, so you guys can try it out. You know what I mean?
Which
And
is
that's-
cool, but
yeah.
every episode.
I know. hey.
The first 14 episodes, like
We wouldn't be able to do sours if I wasn't able to do that.
it was like, hey, this week is more Hudson Valley. like for a while, they're new trail with us. Where like every week there was like choose new trail on the table.
I know we're actually trying to get our hands on some new trails.
Dude,
we don't
it's
see it.
all over the place.
Depending
around
on what
here.
time we can get out of here, or maybe we can work something out. We can get some. We'll get some to you because it's not hard at all to get in this area.
No, it's all over the place here.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't get by us.
It's like beer
Hal
train corridor.
Allen, what's going on? I like that Hal Allen. And then Gabby also, thank you for the follow. If you guys are still hanging out and enjoying this, hit that share button. Let people know that we're here. Put it on people's timelines. Let them know we're drinking some beers on an awesome Friday night. Ben, while I'm giving my review, if you want to crack the next one and get it ready here.
Sure, I'm trying to catch up with my reviews.
Check
here.
in later. We got it. You're in charge of the pouring the beers.
All right. All right.
Damn it, Ben.
You're the poor wizard.
Play on my phone here.
All right. We're going to get this one out of the way.
14-hour episode because we're waiting for beers to cook. Anyway, the peach was fantastic. You guys pretty much said it all. I'm also with a 4.25 on this, so I enjoyed it. It's been a while. Did the
Yeah, I know. I did my.
That's why I know I had to bring it.
Ben's bringing out my kind of beer.
That's why we have 2 glasses. So one's like your. I mean, if you guys really do rinses, it's you guys want to, we could do that for you. But we're savages. We just kind of.
Don't stress about it. Here,
It's all good.
Oh,
We
You're
do
good.
have like
My
a
fault.
dark
You're
glass
good.
and an IPA glass.
fair enough.
Yeah.
That's good. Now this is a little deceiving because, again, it's a black IPA.
Yeah.
So. The profile is going to be a little bit different.
I've
than
only
what
ever
your
had-
mind's going to be a little tricked on.
Yeah,
that.
I only ever had one black IPA that I really really liked.
What was that we had
The Guinness Black IPA from the brewery.
from the brewery?
Yep.
Didn't we have one here?
Nope. We had a black IPA on the show, and I wasn't a big fan of it. It was too coffee.
Oh,
It is-
dear.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So this is we're gonna say this is our redemption beer.
Good luck.
A while back we had an entire episode of Omnipolo, and it didn't.
Oh,
it did not go very well for Omnipolo.
Is this Omnipolo?
Definitely.
I wasn't here for Omnipolo. was
It did not end well for Omnipolo at all.
It's a collab.
It's matte black
too.
with the shiny black on the.
I can definitely
whatchamacallit.
smell the hops.
What is this one
Yeah.
called?
Oh,
I really don't know.
Why don't
I am
remember?
trying to read.
I'll pull it up right
I
now.
don't mind this actually.
Wow.
Oh
That
wow.
is different.
Wow.
Totally
Yeah.
different.
Sweet.
That the taste and the aroma
So
The
are
aroma-
on completely
all right.
opposite ends
Yes,
of the spectrum.
Absolutely. What is the name of this one?
It tastes like a Tootsie Roll.
I'm looking it up right
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
But it doesn't smell like a Tootsie Roll.
it's so sweaty. The
No,
can.
it has no,
It's
has
so
no chocolate
sweaty.
smell
You can
to
barely
it
read
at
it.
all.
This is the first dark beer that I had. That if this doesn't say it's chocolate, I'm gonna fucking punch a baby because this is the first time that I actually tasted a darker
Holy
beer,
shit,
and it tastes
really?
it tastes like
Tastes like
coffee. It
chocolate.
tastes like chocolate to me. It literally tastes like a liquid Tootsie Roll.
Why can I not find it? Is it here we are.
What's it called?
We're finding that out right now.
We are definitely
Alright.
finding that out.
Triple Vanilla Smoothie IPA.
Yeah.
Double Black Imperial.
DDH.
Yep.
DDH Triple Smoothie IPA.
Now this is a
Evil
cool.
Twin
That's it.
Polo.
That's it.
I was just gonna say that.
DDH what?
Triple IPA.
Chocolate covered pineapple. Interesting.
What is this?
Triple Smoothie
You know
IPA.
what,
I'm
we're
sorry.
gonna- Tony, you're tagging me in some of these too, right?
No.
It's not even a point taking
Figure.
a picture of the
No,
can.
no, absolutely not.
Yeah, this is hard to read. This label is like.
Yeah, you got to get it in the right light.
So is this evil twin or
Yes.
evil
Yes.
twin with
Oh, it's
Omnipolo?
It's a
Correct.
fist. Okay.
What is it? Triple? You said it's
Is this part of their Black is Beautiful?
no.
No.
Because I just seen the fist and
This
it's
is
a
like
black
their
can.
this is like their Metallica Black album.
Oh, okay.
Triple.
Yeah.
DDH triple what?
Wait,
Smoothie
Well,
IPA.
it is kind of a global project, though, because it says 100% of the proceeds will be donated to the Okra Project. So,
Okay. I'll
Yes.
read mine off too.
yeah.
Real quick. This is a fucking 10 ABV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't find it.
I'll tag you in that one. I'll
Just
tag
type
you
in
that
triple vanilla smoothie. It's an Evil Twin Brewing Company. It's not Omnipolo.
one. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Triple
yeah,
vanilla
Evil
smoothie
Twin.
IPA. Evil
Yeah.
Twin.
I actually really like the label too.
So triple.
I don't know if it's the same one though.
Holy shit. 10%.
So
Ben's
triple.
going to have an aneurysm. Let him talk.
God damn it.
Triple.
Hal
vanilla-
Allen said in the chat.
Son of a bitch.
What?
God damn it!
Go ahead, Ben.
I'm finished.
I wish my buttons were working.
Okay. So, Triple Vanilla Smoothie IPA is an Evil Twin Brewing Company collaboration with Omnipolo. It's a Imperial Double Black IPA clocking in at 10% alcohol by volume.
Wow.
Double dry hopped with Citra and Galaxy hops and brewed with loads of vanilla. Faint notes of milk chocolate, creamy vanilla, and chocolate covered pineapple. Rich mouthfeel, subtle bitterness. 100% of the proceeds from this beer will be donated to the Okra Project. This collective works to address the global crisis faced by black trans people by providing home-cooked, healthy, and culturally specific meals and resources to black trans people whenever they can.
Okay.
Woo.
Honorable.
That was a smooth
honorable stuff.
It was.
read off.
Good run.
Sometimes they're so bad, like they don't make any sense, or it says like double IPA, and I'm like, what is it?
Or like Troon, it's just hoppy.
Hoppy Ale.
Hoppy ale. That's it.
Here you go.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
here you go.
Drink it.
Yep.
It's beer.
It's just beer.
Imagine.
So how much of this is Omnipolo and how much of this is Evil Twin?
I'm thinking.
You
this
know what's
is,
funny? Wasn't the cola sour an
Evil
Omnipolo
Twin,
Evil
and that
Twin?
Yeah.
and that was the one
That
where
was the
like
only one that was good.
yeah.
I'm gonna say what I think it is, but I'm gonna say it because I think that I want to sway you to like them a little bit more.
Evil Twin.
No,
No, I
on
think it's the other.
Polo.
I think it's the other way.
Really?
I think it's Evil Twin.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think 100% it's definitely Evil Twin because now they ship to PA now, and I got some Evil Water that Andy Header may want to try out on a future Bangin' Beers.
We got lucky last time we had Andy here. He was coming to shoot
No,
a
he's
video.
serious because they came in cherry cola and gummy bears,
Okay.
and he wants to try them.
All the
Dead serious.
We'll see.
Dead serious.
He says Andy's into things, and then I talk to Andy. He's like, he's like, why do I want to come drink?
And Andy and I are on the same page on this one. I saw your score.
This I don't really get the pineapple
No,
at all.
I
Like
get
this
no
tastes
bug.
like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
vanilla.
that's what I get.
Vanilla,
Like the vanilla
yeah.
definitely, and like it
Yeah.
tastes like a Tootsie Roll. Like, but 10% that is fucking scary.
It's
That is
scary.
scary.
I know. I
Like
know.
I could crush this. I gave it a 4. I actually gave it a 4.25, but then I backed it down to a 4. I got like the initial like oh my God. Then I'm like, all right, let it sit a little bit. But it's a 4. I mean, this thing is like, this is scarily like crushable for me.
Yes.
I agree with
especially
you
for a
on
10.
that one.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would die on. Like, I'm like, oh no, I've had 6 of these.
Just like walking in, getting like a 4-pack, and be like, "Oh, this is gonna be so good," not knowing it's
yeah, like it'd be one of
10%.
those like
Yep.
at night, like I'm watching a movie or something with my wife, and I'm like just beer after beer, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, right.
And then 9 months
Yep.
later,
No, definitely not.
and you're like, "Fuck, goddamn you, me Polo
Yeah.
once again."
Oh no! You win again.
No, I would pass out before anything.
Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, my rating? I'll definitely give it a 4. It does really, you really get the real chocolatiness of it, and it's really smooth too. It doesn't leave like a roastiness, which is
No, it
really
doesn't have
weird.
that.
And
I guess maybe the chocolatiness of it kind of.
yeah, and I think that's like really wild just from tasting this, you know. And I know what Evil Twin's kind of capable of because I may or may not have a peach beer for Evil Twin, Tony, that you may or may not like. I don't know, but
I mean, I'll drink it.
you know, you
Put anything in front of me,
maybe,
I'm gonna
I don't
consume
know.
it. You know.
But still, though, they make some really wacky stuff, but like they keep it like you can actually taste stuff in it, and you know they did a great job with this. So, solid 4 for me, right off the bat. Awesome. As
zooming in.
Tony,
I'm sitting here with a 4 as well. I'm really close to almost a 4.25. I once again, this is the first time I ever had. Like, I think it's because my palate is changing. So what we always tell people too is sometimes we're not telling you to like force yourself to do something you're not into or you're not liking, but if you're into beer, right, and you're into like tasting and sampling, keep trying things. You know,
yeah,
that's where flights come in. That's where stuff like this, where you do beer trades with people, are a
Yeah.
thing. You're not committed to a 4-pack where you're like, well, now I'm dumping all this because I don't like it.
Yeah.
It took almost 2 years, but I'm slowly starting to pull characteristics of flavor profiles out of stouts that before it just tasted like the same. They all taste. To be honest, every single one tasted the same to me. I think if I had this beer a year ago, I would probably be like, it's not for me. But now it's kind of like I feel like my taste buds are evolving and changing a little bit. That was a good beer, man. I really enjoyed it.
Good. I'm probably at a 4. I've always liked. It's weird because that beer has a creaminess to it.
Yeah.
So I'm always a big homer on that. So you're talking it's called vanilla smoothie IPA. I mean, it's pretty right there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
Just weird that it's dark. You know, because you don't. I don't taste any chocolate. I don't.
Yeah, I was actually, when I smelled it, I'm like, all right, I'm giving this a 3. I'm not like a black IPA guy, but I'm going to give it a 3.75 just because it's not my cup of tea, but I was underestimated. I feel like a malty, like a little bit of chocolate with like a vanilla scent, but yeah, 3.75 for me. It was
Yeah.
way better than I expected to be.
Those two you'll have to roll.
I gave it
The
a
next
4.
all right. Thank you for telling
If
me.
I would have judged this on aroma alone, I probably would.
it smelled flat.
It
It had nothing.
3.25.
Yeah.
It smelled nothing like what it tastes.
Yep.
You want to talk aroma? Wait till we crack that. Wait till we crack that punishment beer open.
The
Is that one of the pepper ones?
creaminess,
No.
vanilla,
No.
The pepper ones are actually dope.
Tootsie
Nice.
Roll in
Yeah.
a glass. That's
Yeah.
Tootsie Roll in a glass.
yeah.
Yeah, because like Tootsie
I
Rolls,
gave it
like they're
4.
supposed to be chocolate, but they don't really taste like chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We speaking of the peppermint, we have we did the other abomination off camera. The
Tatter
tatter
Flag.
flag. I want to say abomination because it's the same art by I think it was
Sam Heim.
Sam
Yeah.
Heim. Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
So the Tatter Flag Ghost Pepper beer is fantastic. It's really fucking good.
It's an excellent triple.
It's not hot at all. There's no heat to it. Now we
Is that one of
had
the Mangost ones.
yeah.
Oh, I've had that. Actually is really good.
Yeah.
I had that on tap the one time down there.
Now we had the was it Rusty Rail? The Rusty Rail.
That's
Heat Wave?
Heat Wave, the ancho chili one.
That one had some heat to it, but it
That
was
had a little kick,
But it was
yeah.
tasty. It was tasty, but it had heat to it. The Tatter Flag one has 0 heat, and
Like
it
that
tastes.
Revere.
What's that?
Like Revere.
Kinda.
Jalapeno.
Yeah, kinda. But no, it doesn't even have like a peppery taste.
No?
It's like a mango, but it's just like it's a really smooth IPA, triple IPA.
You go, Big Tony.
Yeah, Free Will came out
Whoa.
with
at that.
a beer that had
Now that's
habanero in it.
Jesus.
I gave you a little bit. I gave you, yeah.
All right, I might be back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Might be back to coffee.
Yeah, this one smells like 100% coffee. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I don't even know.
That happens a lot in our.
Oh yeah, Free Will. They came out with a habanero beer. I can't remember the name of it. I'm so bad with the
We
names.
split that, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
some bite
and
to
it
it. Your
had
lips.
heat. Like
Yeah.
your lips were on fire. I liked it. I thought it was awesome because it was mango and habanero. I mean, it
Okay,
was like
yeah.
still got
salsa.
a bit left
Oh, yeah.
over. So whoever.
I want it a little bit warmer. I feel like it's too cold. I'm not getting any flavor profile. I'll be honest.
I'll give you that.
Tony wants to live dangerously.
I do. Yeah, I did a podcast with
smells
with
wonderful.
Tim Meyer. He has a business called Hot Heads Hot Sauce where he makes his own hot sauce.
It's an
And
imperial.
so we did like a
Little
hot
bit?
one challenge where
That's
we
an
ate
imperial.
like 13 wings.
Yeah.
And then
How's that bite?
all of them were his sauces. Then towards the end, he brought like
Yep. Imperial.
like you open his fridge and his fridge is top to bottom. Some of his actual food that he consumes, and the rest is just bottles of hot sauce from all over the world. Like he gets, I guess Hot Heads Hot Sauce does a subscription box where they'll send you every month more hot sauces from all over the
That's
place.
pretty cool.
So he gets that, and he's obsessed with so he's
It's
consuming
got
the
like
hot
the
sauces.
bomb and like triple X.
I refuse to do the bomb because I watched too many of it, and everyone said it tastes horrible.
Yeah, it tastes like battery acid.
But remember the one that was like the second to last one for a while called Chocolate Plague.
Okay.
I did that one. I wanted to run out of my body. Like I wanted to leave whatever was going on in my actual physical body and just take a jog. Like
And it didn't leave for a while. I'm sure,
no,
like-
it was not pleasant at all.
Okay.
Now there's certain things I want to be for like when it comes to hot. There's things with barbecue that are too hot for me. So like hot sauces and me are not friends. And I did this episode because I thought it'd be funny and great content, and it was. But then after the show was over, we did like an impromptu banging beers, and
Yeah.
he had a pizza boy like ghost pepper habanero peach beer, and I drank it. And I was like, oh my god, I hate you! Like everything
This
up
has
to
a spiciness to it.
yeah. So it was like that. No, the tattered flag. the
Yeah, right,
tattered,
Big
Jesus.
Tony.
He gives everyone Corona at the table.
Oh, well, that explains it.
No,
That explains it. It's mole stout.
Goodbye, everyone.
Every single person, every single beer that we got from Tatter Flag, there's three versions of the series. So they did one where it's the ghost pepper, a triple IPA. Then they did one where they put it in a bourbon barrel aged.
Wow.
Then they did one where they made it in a 10-gallon batch. The 10-gallon batch one, you have to sign a waiver for because they don't know how much.
You were talking about this.
Because
yeah.
it's such a small batch quantity and the ghost pepper and everything in there,
Yeah.
they have no idea what's going to happen. So
That's
like,
crazy.
so they're like, you can have it, but you're signing a waiver for it.
Yeah,
And
fuck
I
off,
had to
you're on your
sign
own.
the waiver. So
Yeah, I saw
So-
that. That's cool.
Yeah, so we may die. They might, we'll try to get closer to 100, but it may not happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, so you guys haven't had it yet?
no, we have it just
We're sitting on
reserved
it,
to
yeah.
the show. Yeah.
I brewed
Awesome.
I brewed a raspberry Carolina Reaper stout. It was my favorite, fruity up front and a little bit of heat with the finish. That sounds awesome, man.
Carolina Reaper is only a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
Wait,
Are you? How far away from you are from School County?
Good.
Maybe if you're a home brewer, man. We have yet to do an episode where we have had home brewer
That'd be really cool.
stuff on the show. So if you have a couple different home brewer runs you want to throw in a lineup and come be a guest one time, let us know, man. We'd love to have you. All right. So what is this one called?
Okay, this is.
I didn't even look at the can, and I'm like, that tastes the freaking Imperial Mole Stout. Freaking.
Mole.
Nuts.
Mole.
Yeah.
So this is Mole Stout, a Warwick Farms Brewing Imperial Double Milk Stout, clocking at 12% alcohol.
Wait, is that what it's
by
really
volume.
called? Mole.
Mole.
No, I
Like-
just
like-
wanted to spice up the reading.
Mole.
It's Mole Stout.
Okay.
Like
I
the
wanted to
Mexican
spice it up a
spice.
little bit. So.
I
I'm
picked
trying.
up.
I'm trying
No
to
pun
type it. I'm
intended.
typing mole. I'm not getting it.
So, an imperial stout aged on cinnamon, chocolate, and chili peppers. A 4-hour boil was chosen to help provide a thick mouthfeel. Expect a flavorful stout that has a balance of all the adjuncts. And Warwick Farms is located in Jameson, PA. And there's a guy that I know that has a hookup for Warwick Farms. So,
I was just there
oh
yesterday.
baby,
You got another one right here.
Yep, right here.
awesome
Nice.
shit, guys.
They're awesome guys.
Shit.
Really,
Two,
really fantastic facility too.
two things that I'm not a big fan of in beer is pepper and cinnamon.
Back to back.
Now for me,
So that
when
one
they
caught
when
me
they
off
add
guard.
cinnamon in, it takes away a little of that coffee. So it's a savior for me.
I love the can too. They tell you all the profile. And
That's really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can's very nice.
I don't think it's overpoweringly cinnamon though. Like definitely, I like
Really?
the mole.
I picked up the pepper right off.
The
the
mole.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Right off
It's
the
like
bat.
that nice. It's more of an afterburn though. I think it's not like.
But not too spicy though. It's not like the
It's like the
habanero
cin-
goes
No,
bad.
no.
Yeah.
It's really like the cinnamon and the pepper combined together.
I think
Yeah.
I think
When
they
it
work
comes
well
to it.
together. And the sweetness of the milk stout and the imperial. I mean, a lot of these stouts, I'm bummed that drinking them in the summer. Like, I think this would be an awesome, like, cold weather beer.
Totally.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
November beer.
Oh my
yeah.
God, yeah.
Justin Hoag, I hope I'm saying that correctly. The bottled Phantasm was aged in Cab Franc barrels. Franc, F-A-F-A.
Cab Franc, Cabernet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm from School County, dude. I'm not cultured. I can't read some
Wine
of that.
barrels.
Wine barrels.
Chabless.
Cup
Yeah.
Franc.
It's aged in that cool
It's in the-
shit.
It's in the Chabless.
Thank you, Hal and Justin. Thank you guys so much for joining the comments here. I'll try to get you in as much as I can in between conversation here. But if you are watching, do hit that share button, man. Let the people know that we exist. As it sits more, the peppery and the heat kind of hangs out
It
the back of your
lingers.
throat.
Yeah.
But I don't
definitely.
hate it. I
No,
like it.
It lingers right in, like, literally, like, in the back of your mouth. It's not, like, up front. It's not, like, on your lips. It just hangs out.
I'll give this a 3.5. And for someone who doesn't check stouts in
in.
ever, I don't hate this. It does have a coffee, but I think now where my taste buds would have tasted coffee and it was a turnoff, to me now the coffee is more like it tastes more bland, where I don't really get much. It's just kind of
It's
like
like muted for you.
yeah, if that
Okay.
makes sense. So I get a little bit of chocolate, but mostly I get that pepper and cinnamon, and then the aftertaste with the heat on the back of the throat that's hanging out there. Once again, I don't hate it. I can probably drink, I wouldn't say a pint, but maybe like what would be like the next
I
size?
could do like a
10
snifter.
ounce?
Sniff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
100%.
even 4 ounces, you could probably even
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Like,
This is
We do like a 10, 12 ounce snifter of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting
Yeah,
around
It's
like
also
a fire or
it's
something.
12% too.
Yeah.
So you're gonna.
I'm actually enjoying the fact that I'm enjoying stouts a little more.
There
'Cause I
you
feel like
go.
before I was like an asshole. I was like, oh my god, I want to like it. I don't know what you're like. Now, if someone said this is a coffee stout, I'd be like, probably not gonna like this. But we'll see.
We should
and
bring
you're
up some
growing as a
snowbirds.
person.
Yeah, we gotta get you snowbirds, and
Ooh.
we can do that for you. And we'll,
They actually, other half of this week, no warning. I think it was like 12 o'clock on Thursday. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna release some stuff from the cellar, and they had like all the Snowbird 4, Snowbird 3, like the 4 rows. It was like $35 a bottle, no
Holy
barrel
shit.
age. Yeah.
Yes.
And I had that at Pastry
Yes.
Town, and they didn't even advertise it there. It was the end of the day. I was like, fuck it. I just kept going up and getting the.
Our buddy
Well-
wrestled at Pastry Town.
Really,
Tony Deppen.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's
when they
awesome.
do the Pastry Town Wrestle
Yeah.
event,
so much fun.
He's actually wrestling Ring of Honor tonight, apparently. Or
Is he really?
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
wrestled a dude at Pastry Town, and halfway through the match, he did a DDT onto a birthday cake.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I was waiting online for
It's
the
so
La
cool.
Kajira, but I saw when that happened with the cake. It was great.
I have work at 4:30. Got to go. Enjoy. Thank you, Hal. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. And,
Yeah,
and,
thank
and
you,
chatting with
everybody.
us. Hope
Thanks,
you
buddy.
hope we have you back and enjoy more episodes with us in the future.
Keep on rocking the free will, as Neil Young would say.
God damn it, Ben.
I had to go there.
That's our boy.
Then he gave me coffee.
And
There's more stories like that.
Then we all had a good time.
I forgot my whole point while that, because
I
the
knew it
guy
was.
last name was Hobo. His last name, they called him Hobo. And Lord Hobo brought it all in one full circle, but I totally lost that little piece because we just had a great time, and so yeah.
Don't blame
That's
it on
fine.
that. That's what happens to you. You
Cut it
start,
out, Tony.
You start
No.
and then it goes cloudy.
No,
And then you just kind of
no.
You kind of just walk through the cloud and hope you make it to the other side.
I know. That's the life I live every day.
And that's why
I'm still here.
That's why I love Ben because
So I'm still here.
He's literally like he's like a kid playing pin the tail on the donkey, man. He just you put the
Spin him
blindfold on,
around. God only knows where you're gonna end up.
just sit back and watch. Sit back and watch because it's gonna be super entertaining. Listen, I'm a Howard Stern fan. Like that's my boy right there. You know what I mean? He's like mid Baba Booey, mid Waff Packer. I'm not sure where he lies yet, but he's part of my squad.
My God.
There's so many people that message are like, man, Ben is hilarious. I'm like, he's not even trying. All right. As you're reviewing, you want to get the next one, start getting forward.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm probably 3.75 on this.
That heat, man, it hangs out longer. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
As
funny.
it goes on, yeah.
I actually did taste the chocolate. Like it smelled like coffee, tasted a little bit like chocolate, and then it's like a bum rush of cinnamon and pepper. And you're
Yes.
like, whoa. And then it sits on the back, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, this is gonna end, and then it's gone.
It's
I don't know.
enjoyable.
It's good.
I just got to rinse off at my glasses. Does anybody want to rinse
you
really
don't
quick?
mind.
What do you?
That one's a little thick coating one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. Well,
Well, how about can you hand me a can so we can keep the? All right.
Yeah, I'm going to give this a 3.75 as well. I'm not really a milk stout kind of guy. I mean,
give a
it's
little roll on that guy. That's gonna have some.
Another roller?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
This is gonna be.
You've
the,
never done this on the show before.
This is a thing I learned
Two in a
because
row.
we
Usually
actually.
we'll open it and like, oh, we should have rolled it.
Yeah,
that's what we
yeah.
do. You're like,
Like the trade
Like,
proofs, yeah.
Yeah, like one person will have like this bottle of sludge.
No,
are we pour it? And it starts off as like yours is orange, and by the end the other one's pure red.
smoothie.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the smoothie. We did
The fucking smoochie show we did.
Yeah, that happened the same thing.
One was
yeah.
clear, and the last
Yeah,
one was
one was
like,
like-
chunks,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh man, that's not good.
Yeah, that happened when we
like
had.
dump it back in the can and turn it upside down if you're done.
Well, one of our episodes, I actually got some answer crowlers
Oh,
for
nice.
that. Oh, that was like big dick energy episode right there.
That's a Benism. That's a Benism.
But seriously though, it was actually it was crazy because when we did each pour, because we had it with the band, it was literally like I was super light. Tony was like fucking saturated like purple. And it just went around. It was like fucking rain. It's like a rainbow.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you like lay them against each other, it was like a fucking rainbow.
Like you
Yeah.
know, like you know in like Microsoft Paint how they have like the transitioning
green-
colors and you
Yeah.
pick it out, like
Yeah.
pinpoint it. That's how exactly how it was on one color.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice color to this.
Yes.
This
This
is
is-
Fantastic smell.
This is actually a Lost Tavern and
I love
Icarus
Lost
collab.
Tavern.
Okay,
So,
this is
the
where my
margarita.
this is where my beer archive comes into
We got to
play.
finish the mole though.
We actually had this
Yeah.
on the
Well,
show,
hold on.
but it was an old can.
All right, cool. Your score.
375.
325.
There's more in this if anyone wants more in their glass.
I went 375 too. Like I said, there's so many stats that we try that I'm like, fuck, I wish it was winter. Like I
Yeah,
could totally
exactly.
drink that like on like Christmas Eve or something in front of a fire.
Yeah.
Like it's got I think the cinnamon, like I don't like, a lot of times cinnamon overpowers everything, but I
Wow.
think I think that with the pepper kind of balances each other out. And it's nice.
What is this
Oh.
one called?
This is called Medusa Phase from Icarus and Lost Tavern. My ring on the Mole Stout was a 375. I kind of followed it across the board. Probably one of my like first Warwick farms to have. Really nice opening for it being a milk stout. It's kind of risky doing a milk stout, especially. But wow, spices were in there. Like the peppers and the cinnamon melded together, and it finished off as smooth stout. So this was actually really decent. I really like this. For a 375 for a milk stout, excellent.
All right, so I'm getting a smell here.
It smells like fruit punch.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
knew exactly what it was,
Like
and I had
Hawaiian-
to double check, and
Like
I'm
a
like,
Hawaiian punch almost.
Yeah.
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 It's definitely like a fruit punch smell to it.
I'll wait for Ben to describe it because
like
you're gonna be like,
grapefruit.
oh man, that's exactly what it was. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I'll just go back. I'll go back to the Mole Stout later.
I'm gonna say this here real quick. It doesn't taste as strong as it smells.
Correct. I agree.
It's not Hawaiian punch flavor. It's a flavor.
It smells like Hawaiian punch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
but
it
the
tastes
smell
something
the
different.
smell is almost like now listen.
This was a good one.
The
that we
taste
had.
here is to me now. This may be because I just came off a stout, and maybe our palates are maybe
all
are going a
skewed,
little
yeah.
bit here. So that's I'm trying to be fair to the brewers. I'm not trying to like bash,
yep,
but
yep.
like this one kind of tastes like it tastes maybe a little carbonated, a little too carbonated, where it loses a little bit of its flavor for me. Anyway, I think because the smell hits
I
you
think
so
it might
hard.
be because of the stout you just had.
The smell hits you so hard that when it hits your once again to the back of my throat feels like I have a hot candy back there too. But the flavor profile isn't the same as the smell
No.
profile.
Definitely Hawaii. If you were blindfolded, you would think you were about to taste Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, adult Hawaiian punch.
Yeah.
But then you taste it and it's like that's not Hawaiian punch. That's something else. But I don't
I get a
know
lot of
what the
sweet
something else
grapefruit
is.
to it.
Remember when
Like
Austin?
when you take like a grapefruit and put like sugar on it, that's what I.
Yeah. Remember when Austin was a baby and he enjoyed getting baths and he would get out of the bath but he liked playing with his toys. So then you would bring him downstairs as a baby and you would give him his cup, which would usually was like a diluted Hawaiian punch. This little cocksucker would take his feet like a monkey and pinch the glass and then twist the lid off. And he'd walk right up to you with the juice cup with nothing in it. And he'd be like, bath? And you'd be like, no. And he'd be like, bang. And he's like, bath. Son of a. And you're like, you win. Like,
You're a winner.
I can't place the taste.
it's like, you're going to bed sticky tonight, Mom and
It's
Daddy.
good.
Yeah, right.
We
Or
had
like some melted frozen drink. Yeah.
So we
Yeah, I
had,
could- yeah,
Tony,
definitely
this
taste
is a
that.
this is a fun little fact on Bangin' Beers. We did have this beer about almost a year ago. It's 11 months out that we had this, but it was
Yeah.
an old can. This is a fresh can. And so Medusa's Phase is a
Yeah, I gave it a 3.75
fruited
last
sour
time.
at 7% alcohol by volume with Lost Tavern and Icarus Brewing. A revisit to our first sour ale brewed in collaboration with Icarus Brewing. Tangerine, cranberry, black
Tangerine.
currant, vanilla, and milk sugar. Delicately dry hopped with Styrian, dragon, and citra, adding layers of ruby red grapefruit and tropical fruits.
Yeah, Andy hit it on the nose.
Yeah, I get the tangerine. Like that's what the tangerine I think comes in. The
Yeah,
sweetness.
as soon as
of
you
it,
said
yeah.
tangerine, I was like, tangerine.
Yeah, I think that's where all that to the fruit punch, like the tangerine come up, and then the grapefruit. Like I said, but it's like not like just pure grapefruit. It's like I said, you put like if you ever put sugar on a
yep.
grapefruit, yeah.
I'll add on yours a little bit, but I'll add another like little scent profile. It smells like tangerine jello at the nose. I think it does.
Okay.
I've never
definitely-
smelled tangerine jello, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
so-
right.
second that, yeah.
Somebody got it.
Ben's like, Ben, what do you want, cherry? Can you get a tangerine, Mom?
Oh, Mom, I would like the black currant.
It's just called
Jello.
orange.
Yeah.
Ben smiles like at the grocery store.
Mom,
What
I need
fuck's
the
wrong
I
with
need the
my kid?
prickly pear.
He's into weird shit. Like the grocery lady at the counter was like, "Are you sure you want to buy this one?" She's like, "My kid's weird. I don't know what to tell you."
Well, no, I used to go to Wegmans and buy like the weirdest fruits I could find, and then they're usually just not good.
Yeah.
Like there's that like spiked melon that's like,
Like-
oh, this looks awesome. I
like-
can hurt someone with
Like
this.
the
Some dragon
like,
fruit,
like
yeah.
the kumquat, and you're like, what the fuck is this thing?
I forget-
What
I
is
think
a
it's like- I think it's
kumquat?
called a spiked melon, but it has these hard ass. It's like a fucking end of like a morning star or something.
Is dragon fruit taste good because every flavor profile I have in like drinks, it's a fantastic.
Dragon fruit is very colorful versus flavorful.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's like it has like that like it's not super sweet, but it will like I was watching was it Tipsy Bartender I think on Facebook or something.
Oh man, he's
He's
awesome.
fucking, but he made like dragon fruit mojitos, and he put like it was just a slither of dragon fruit and it turned into like blood. It was crazy.
That's
Nice.
crazy.
So, but like
Nice.
it's just like a very hint. It's kind of like blood orange because it's like it's not a super overpowering flavor, but it is colorful.
I remember like cutting into it and being almost dry. You
Yeah.
expect it to be real juicy,
Yeah.
and it's not
Same with
always
like
like
star
that.
fruit and all
Yeah,
those
like you
weird
think it'd be
fruits.
crazy. Yeah, like I had it in Thailand and they had it every day at breakfast, but
Yeah.
it was
Oh, wow.
over after a while.
Yeah.
All right, so where are you at with this one?
I mean, I'm a homer to Lost Tavern. I love.
I thought we had a lot. There, it might be
We've
somewhere
had
over
Lost
here.
Tavern
Yeah, that's your
before.
joint.
We do have a Lost Tavern sticker on here.
I
was
love
at
them.
Lost Tavern the day they opened.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
nice.
Yeah, because I used to work like a mile from there. And like the day it opened, like my Friday was a Wednesday, and their first day they opened was like a Wednesday. And I'm like, I'm fucking going there after work, and it was awesome.
They have a new location now in Bethlehem.
Yeah, right downtown.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty close to us, and my wife
Which
and I
is
go.
like
To you.
2 miles. It's like 3 miles from like the actual brewery too.
Yeah, exactly.
in Hellertown.
Yeah, exactly.
We also had 3 years gone, which was their like peanut butter tasty cake stout that we had. That was one of them. I think we might have had that with Apollo 88.
Possible. You pull these out between 6 shows and almost 2 years worth of content. I can't. It all fucking blends together.
I know.
And I drink a beer every podcast, so it's just like I
my
don't
God.
Yeah,
know.
there's ones like I'll go to check it in. I'm like, I've had this already.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's my mind at? Yeah.
Like,
And it's
what?
funny. It's funny because like if you look at my check-in list, you're like, and you run a beer podcast, your numbers are weak shit, bro. I'm like, there's like almost a year and a half where I didn't check anything in.
Yeah.
I just drank it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
same. There was a lot like when Untapped first like came out, I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Then I was like, I'm fucking lazy.
Lazy.
well,
That's
no, I
all
just
it is.
most of the people who I seen use it, I'm like, you're a douche. Like I was like, I don't want to be like you.
like
I,
sitting at the bar, like typing in.
Yeah.
What is this one?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
me.
And then, like,
I'll
everybody-
show them.
There's this bar in Cortland. If they give you a card and you can keep track of your beers, and when you hit 64 beers, you get a free T-shirt.
Nice.
So I should just bought the fucking thing. Would have been a lot
Yeah, right.
cheaper.
Exactly.
Saved you
But-
hundreds.
They give you a printout of all their beers they have in stock.
Which
then
one's
you
that?
earn that
Brew
shirt.
64.
We didn't go to that one.
No, we didn't. And I'm like, I had this. Okay, I'll try I had this one. I had this one. I was like, fuck, I had almost
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
Can you just
I
give me the
have.
fucking T-shirt?
I'm like, I can show you I have it. Can I just write it down?
That's
Yeah.
very
But
similar.
I ended
to,
up drinking them anyway.
yeah.
It's very similar to a place by us. It's called Cloverleaf.
Which started us on this beer thing about
This is
10 years ago.
10
yeah.
years ago
Yeah.
now, and kind of just they do an option where it's called the MBA.
The MBA, which is like 45 beers, you could
Yep.
do that in a stint, but then 60 for the PhD, but it takes over a year, so it's like seasonal every like
Oh, that's cool.
summer,
so it
Yeah.
changes
fall,
in
winter.
between,
Yeah.
and
That's
you have
cool.
like a little card come in, they hole punch it or whatever.
Yeah,
But they'll serve you a beer, so whatever like the 16 ounces, they'll give it to you in a 24 ounce for like the 16 or 12 ounce price. So you are like getting a bang for your
That's
buck for the
cool.
rest
Oh,
of the
that's
time
cool.
you're there. Yeah.
You know, it's cool because talking about all that, I was in State College because I went to Penn State, and they have a place called Zeno's, which is the basement bar. It's up where the Allen Street Grill is. And so they actually have a wide variety. They really specialize in like Belgian beers, and they have like a few cask beers. They do tap stuff and bottles, and they have a thing called Around the World in 80 Beers. So what their thing is, if you get 80 beers in, what they do is they put your name on a plaque on one of their walls, and like it's like really nice how they do it because it's like a hall of fame, and they give you a free T-shirt, and then they mail you with updates of like beer fests, and then too like tastings like during the week and all. And let's just say I got really pissed off at a bartender because I thought he didn't give me my last beer, and I went over by one, but I ended up getting it anyway.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
So I still have the passport. I taped it all up. I like ripped off labels and stuck them on, kind of make it like a book cover of sorts. And I still have it. So we have to maybe go one of these days.
Cool. You want to grab another beer while they're finish up the review?
Yeah, how far is Penn State from here?
2.5 hours.
2 hours,
hours.
two and a half hours. Depends on how you're
If
moving.
you do like 90 on 80, like
Yeah, you're about right on that.
Yeah. Our
like
claim
a
to
little over
fame,
two.
our claim to fame in this area when it comes to beer is Yuengling. Obviously, Yuengling's the next town over.
Okay.
But the crazy thing about Yuengling is that every coal town in this, pretty much in this area, had their own Yuengling at one point in time. So Yuengling, the one that was given Yuengling a run for its money was where I was raised, is Monte City.
Kyer.
Kaiser.
Kyers.
Kaiser. Yeah, Kyers. They actually, their old brewery actually just
I'll give it to her.
was
Okay.
actually just
I feel terrible.
it just went like they just like it got torn down. But if they would have stayed in business, they would have been America's oldest brewery. But like every brew in this area had like their own little craft brewery before craft brewery was a thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
There's so many here. It's like ridiculous. I always
Yeah.
tell everybody like,
Well, we are right now. We're kind of in a black hole in this
Anybody
part of
want
School
any
County.
more? I know you have enough.
We have maybe 2 or 3 towns over. We have 2 in Tamaqua. We have Yuengling, and Pottsville has Black Rock just opened, and then Pilgaroo, which is our buddies who run also they run a beer fest in downtown Pottsville. They're
dope.
opening a building. But like if you go to the Harrisburg area, it's
God,
loaded.
Yeah.
also yes, what you got? Liquid Hero.
Liquid Hero. There's Boneshire. There
Is
is
that,
Trogs.
Is that Evergreen too?
Evergreen, Pizza Boy,
Pizza Boy. I'm
Abomination,
dying
not
to go.
Abomination.
Yeah, we wanna try
Rotunda.
Rotunda, Trogs,
Snitz
Tattered
Creek.
Flag, Funks is down there too.
Oh, that's
There's
right.
one in
right.
Elizabethtown.
Trogs and Hershey, right?
0 Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the
Oh,
Harrisburg
Zero
area.
Day.
We all kind
I
of
had 0 Day. What a sleeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0 Day.
Holy cow.
Market. What the fuck is that?
Feed me. I might know.
Millworks?
Ever,
Millworks.
Evergreen, Millow Mink.
Is it Millworks?
they're
Yeah,
in the-
Mellow Mink. Millworks. Yeah, it's right. It's in like the Arty district in
Yeah.
Harrisburg.
The Artie.
You can make
It's
a day.
actually right by 0 Day.
I think Harrisburg Beer Weekend is coming up soon.
They actually
I thought that got-
discontinued.
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, but-
They
It's
actually
done?
discontinued it.
That's
It's
Done. Fucking done.
Which sucks because that beer community is
Yeah,
insane.
Corona.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
sure.
sure it'll
I'm
get
sure.
revitalized.
I'm sure it'll come
Yeah,
back. Yeah,
something
it'll
will come
definitely come
back.
back. All right, what do we got here?
Who makes this?
Okay.
Civil Society.
Civil Society.
What is this called?
This is called Fresher Than Fresh.
Did you want to run the gauntlet on this one real quick?
Oh yeah, we
run
didn't
through?
finish. We
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
finish.
yeah.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, geez. We're like hopping,
well, I was
skipping, and
asking-
jumping,
I
man.
was
We're,
asking
Four-
we're-
four
we're-
for me.
we're-
375. Just not really my cup of tea, but it's still pretty good. I mean,
Yeah. We're definitely not as
Yeah.
structured as we come off. Like halfway through, you're just like we start talking and we start talking.
Well,
No,
it's
it's
bullshit,
fine.
and then we gotta
Yeah,
rush
yeah.
beers.
I don't want to disappoint the fans.
Yeah.
It's beer rush mode whenever you come to Bangin' Beer sometimes.
Fuck them,
but
right?
the
That's always-
tangerine's pretty good. though. Yeah.
This is my beer of the night. Medusa Phase is my
Really? You
beer
didn't
of
have
the
all the
night
beers
so
yet.
far. So
Really?
far, it's my beer of the night. I gave it a 4.25.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
I'm gonna be
Wow.
honest. I'm gonna be honest.
I went 4 on it. I really dig it. I think it'd be a good beach beer.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
totally.
Yeah, I agree with
Totally
that.
agree with
It's
that.
tough so far for me.
I'm not gonna lie when I say this. I mean, we had it before, but it was like a lot of the flavor profile was muted because it was a really old can. Having it fresh made a huge difference. I'd give it a 4.25.
Wow.
That one's a solid one. Like tangerine,
Yeah,
Jello nose, tasting everything else
Yeah.
in between.
I'm
I
kind of
liked
in
it.
that middle ground, like 4.25.
I gotcha.
I'm not
Yeah.
paying for the point ones.
Yeah.
There's always one thing about Lost Tavern, and I love them, so I'm not bashing them in any way. In my personal opinion, they have a weird aftertaste on the sour. There's something there that I can't ever pick up, and it's in every single one. And I don't know what it is. And I got it on this one, and I was like, just kind of hoping that it wasn't going to be there because it was Icarus too, you know.
Maybe that's something that if you ever have them on the show or talk to them, you can ask them maybe what that would be.
I'd love to pick their brain. I mean, we actually have
she's coming on.
Gretchen Gross. She's a bartender there, but she does all of their can labels.
Oh, cool.
She does all the art.
Cool.
Yeah,
So-
we're having her on soon.
So here's the thing, too, I want to propose to you guys. I have to do it as well. I did it before with Tornado Tag, but I had to record a new one, and then my buddy's podcast, because he's a part of Tornado Tag, when he does, like, I want to somehow find a way maybe at the end or in the middle, like, if you're listening to audio only. Because, like, if you listen to Joe Rogan on YouTube, it's a different experience if you listen to him on your audio. They throw commercials in the audio. So if you guys are ever doing it, like if you record like a 30-second or 45-second blip of like a thing, and then we can do the
Promo.
same thing, and then we can maybe intertwine them throughout
Absolutely.
our podcast.
Yeah, I mean, if you
No,
listen
like,
to a lot
hey,
of podcasts,
here
it's
you
like
are.
that.
Yeah, right. Well,
I don't
if you get the name right,
yeah,
it'll be good.
We'll figure it out.
Beer you is.
VR.
Those
BRU.
those beer
Dr.
people.
Seuss popped in my head when I said it. I was like, "You are beer or beer
No, that
beer
clip
over
is great,
here."
by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
do that more
I love
often.
it.
Yeah.
Think Yoda. Here you are. Like, there you go.
Yeah, where did you land that name? How did you-
Yeah, kind of
Beer you
curious.
are.
Our creative designer behind the whole thing is my older brother. He's a jack of all trades.
Master of none.
He's unbelievable. Seriously,
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Just
Never
over
say
it.
that. No. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's an old saying.
It's a joke, Ben. Stick with it. don't back out when you're halfway
Don't
through.
cave. Don't cave.
Yeah.
Good, you were close.
That's how you get canceled. If you just lead into it, and you're like, "Yeah, I fucking said it."
and then you just punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Never saw him
Perfect.
again.
Son of a bitch.
No, so
I don't want to punch you in the face unless if you deserve it. You know?
And even then, he probably.
No, I'm
won't.
only
yeah,
kidding.
but you haven't known me long enough, I guess.
He is from Jersey. Just
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are those.
Oh, that's grounds. That's grounds.
Pump them fist, boys.
Yeah, it was.
So he kind of just came up with it. He helped us kind of cultivate the way we wanted to.
Let's come a little bit in there.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Cultivate the way we wanted to just, address the whole podcast, how it started, how we talked about it. Helped us with our logo, the design, and just really.
We almost did "You Are Beer" though.
Yes.
You are. I think isn't that what I said? You are beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And
We
You
almost pulled it
are
on that
beer.
beer. Yes.
And I think it was taken, and that's why we just didn't stick with it. Something happened with it, and
It sounds like
Well,
Homer
that's-
Simpson would say, "Beer
Beer you
night,
are."
beer you are."
Like
yeah.
the truth behind illusion. The original
Or
name
You
for
Are
that
Beer,
that
yeah.
podcast was Scaredy Cast. So we didn't even research it. We're like, fuck it, we're just rolling with it, and we recorded the first episode and called ourselves that, and then we ended it. We're like, that's taken. Whoops.
I like your little disclaimer.
Yeah.
that you put into it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like, we said some shit last episode. We didn't look into it at all. So yeah.
We are so sorry.
yeah, that's
So I think Heidi's dying up there. All right, did everyone review that last one?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so fresher than fresh.
Fresher than fresh.
Sorry, I don't. How many beers do we have in there?
I think there's one left.
One left.
All right, cool. Because we're making great time here. I just wanted to keep an eye. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm rushing you guys. It's
No,
just-
not
I
at
definitely
all.
want to get.
I want gift part 2.
Definitely
Huh?
The
not
bottle.
feeling rushed.
The bottle stout. The
We'll see.
Philadelphia stout.
We'll see.
The
Definitely
Philadelphia
not
stout.
Because I want to add the custardy because I want them to try it. And,
Okay.
And I also want to try I want them to try the frog. Maybe we should do the frog first and then do the custardy so we wash the taste out of their mouth.
Yeah, don't end on a fucking
No,
bad
we're not ending on a bad note.
Don't end on a bad
But
note.
listen, I feel like if we don't let you experience the frog, I feel like we've let you down.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
down.
Yeah,
dear
whatever.
Lord.
I'm ready.
I'm interested.
You're not
'Cause
ready.
I wasn't here.
You think you're ready? You're not ready. It's fucking. If you like it, I'm gonna.
thought you were born in this world.
Yeah. If anyone in this table likes it, I'm gonna question you as a human. I don't think you're part of this planet. It's that bad.
Tony.
Once again, I
Well,
don't think he's from this planet.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben was not born here. I think he was incubated or something weird. Something happened with him.
Came from the Matrix.
Yeah. So this beer here, this is Civil Society Brewing Company, Fresher Than Fresh. I'll let Ben read it here in a second. but-
Fresher Than Fresh is a Civil
just
Society
go
Brewing
for it.
Company brew, an Imperial
Welcome
Double
to
New
Bangin'
England IPA clocking at 8.7% alcohol by volume. Imperial version of our flagship Fresh, dry hopped with Columbus Citra, Nelson Sauvin, and Mosaic Lupulin powder. And Civil Society is from Juniper, Florida.
This is
Jupiter, Florida. Sorry,
Jupiter.
not Juniper. Jupiter.
Yeah,
So, I'm sorry. So this one here, I'll just give my quick review, and
Yeah.
then I'll let you guys go around the table, and I'll go grab our punishment beers if I can sneak through here with my fat ass.
So I can get it.
Well, you have to do your thing.
You want me to get it? Where is it?
Well, I had to go back there, and then I had to, it's in that fridge.
It's in the fridge. It's the only skinny can on the bottom
Yeah.
shelf.
So this beer here for me, I've had 100 beers that tasted like this before.
Sure.
I feel like this is something that I've had before, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. This is my go-to type of beer.
This is a standard introductory beer. If somebody wanted, like, hey, Tony, recommend me a good beer.
Nope.
No?
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Andy.
Oh.
Yes. It's like, what? No, so this is for a double. This is not drink like a double. This is not
No.
drink like an 8%.
You got it.
It's juicy. Everything about it is everything I'm going to enjoy, and I would give this a solid 4. But once again, no, I feel like if this was on a lineup with other styles like it, I think it all kind of blends
the same.
together. Yeah.
it's what it is described as, fresher than fresh. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
a
right-
double of the fresh.
It's so good. I'm becoming a bigger fan of civil society now as we kind of get a little bit more acclimated in the beer world and get our hands on it a little bit more. I love this beer. It's probably a good solid 4 for me.
Yeah, and to go off of what Ed said is that, this tastes like every other kind of like New England IPA. It's like with lineup like that. But down in Florida, I have family that are in Jupiter, so I've been having this brewery since they opened, which is only a few years ago. Like, there's really there was no New England IPAs at the time, like Funky Buddha and all the breweries down there. Even like Jay Wakefield doesn't
Right.
make a lot of good New England IPAs. Like, so we may be used to it, and it's very like common up here. But down there, it's like a little more groundbreaking. So for that, I give them a lot of credit for that.
And it's changing quick down there too. Like, I mean, I was there in 2017.
I'll put that in the...
There's now, I think, like 6 or 7 new breweries
In the
since
Wynwood, Miami area.
Wynwood area.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's interesting. I was down in Fort Lauderdale a few years ago and had my first Funky Buddha down there.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
They make a lager.
Mhm.
I believe I had that. It was pretty good. This one, I think Tony hit it nail on the head. I've had this flavor profile before.
Over
Yeah.
and over. Yeah.
I gave it a 3.75. I bumped it up from a 3.5 simply because it's a little more drinkable than most of the IPAs I've
Sure.
tried.
Sure.
But I've tasted a ton of these, so it's going to get lost in with everything else I've similar.
Yeah.
I would imagine this on draft too is
Oh,
probably
draft?
And then-
unbelievable.
Have you ever had the regular fresh? Is way more crushable. Like when we go like fishing down in Florida, we would just like bring the regular fresh.
8.7.
Yeah, which is only like a 6% the regular fresh.
Yeah, but I mean, even still, like this is super crushable.
You feel so
too. Like,
dignified opening that can. I'm sorry to cut you off, Andrew.
Super solid 4. I mean, it's a really good dipper. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is
Hey,
saying.
8.7 though.
I know,
Yeah.
danger.
Like
Yeah.
I could crush it and then just regret it.
Yeah.
Like what everybody else is saying, that, that just standard, it's just that standard flavor. Like,
It's like the
that's-
Coca-Cola of a juicy IPA.
Yeah, I really like the fact that I could, when you brew a beer, I feel like that this would definitely be like something that you want to strive
That's your
for.
benchmark.
Yeah, the benchmark. Like, that's exactly what I want to try every time and be solid and be like, okay.
Is that the
Or
last
like,
one?
No,
or like,
they have one more.
they like
Okay.
introduce like, hey, I want you to try this beer to one of your buddies that wants to get in craft beer. This is a perfect beer for that.
Yes.
And in that aspect, a solid, very solid 3.5 for me, just overall with that. And that's saying it in the best of ways too. So, like to try more civil society. We're gonna keep it rolling. Holy shit, that's like piss.
What
That's
the
like
fuck
piss.
is that?
All right, so if you can,
That
if
was
you,
like really nicely hydrated piss.
if
though,
you
at
can
least.
help
my,
it,
my lip just started quivering
Yeah.
a little bit.
if you can help it,
Don't smell it.
don't smell it.
Okay.
You'll ruin the surprise. But I'm gonna tell you, even holding the can, you're gonna get it.
What is this, liquid ass?
Just wait. You have no fucking idea.
So it's toilet water. Okay.
It's like the cement
And
mixer.
this can for a 4-pack is fucking expensive.
It's like the joke cocktail where you just pour the
No, I
bar
think
mat
let
into a shot glass.
Let me
think-
drop the price.
Jersey
I
Turnpike.
remember the price.
I think they're dead serious as a brewery when they made this. I think
So
people
don't smell it. Just drink it.
people check this out on Untapped and give this like they actually enjoy it, and I don't.
Tony.
I feel like
What
you're
is it?
really
Tony.
like making me very nervous about this.
Blue Toad.
hard
Blue
cider.
Toad hard
The
cider.
honey whiskey sour
The
has
honey-
No.
no ratings whatsoever.
It is
You smell it?
This is virgin ground right
I'm
here,
actually
man.
breathing through my mouth right now.
This is virgin ground right now.
You can smell it now.
I didn't mean to smell it,
Smell
and
it?
I did.
Like bad vinegar.
What? Why does it smell like gasoline?
Honey whiskey sour.
It smells like salt.
Oh my god.
It smells like a fart. It smells like sulfur.
Is it a
It's
bad-
like when you drive through one of like the fucking coal mine leaks and it's like a sulfur creek floating around. The weird thing is it doesn't taste that.
Do I have to drink it?
No, the taste is not that bad, but if you can get it past your nose, God bless you.
Blue Toad hard cider.
Oh.
Honey whiskey
Oh,
sour.
the taste is not that bad.
Yeah,
actually.
it tastes good, but like you get that, it's like fucking chemical warfare.
So
I
let's
can't get it past my
let,
nose.
let's kind of
God.
let's kind of pull back, and I'll tell you. So Tony had the pleasure of actually trying to.
They
drink
wanted me to
this beer.
chug this. I said, "Go fuck yourself," is what I told them.
You know, that might be easier than smelling it.
No,
Tastes
no
way
doubt.
better than it smells. Though.
Yeah, it tastes a lot
It does.
better than
Yeah.
it smells.
But it's not good.
So Tony
Actually,
was drinking.
I don't hate it.
Oh, you're fucking weird.
But the smell really
Smell
gets you
fucking
out of the
kills
I
way.
didn't come from another planet. Yay!
There's
Like-
a very weird aftertaste.
It's
The aftertaste is almost like the aroma, a very
Yeah.
light version of the aroma.
I still
You,
have
like,
a little bit left.
Taste what you smell.
Like
Yes.
the aromatics of it are
Weird.
awful, but it
You're not
tastes
from
good.
another planet. I don't mind it.
I actually don't either, but that smell
The
is
smell is fucking horrendous.
Yeah, it's
It smells like
it's like a
Easton
fucking-
water.
Yeah,
It does. I can't lie.
It's like the fucking.
Oh, wait till you burp. I can't fucking do it. I'm dump that.
Come on. You poured it.
Here.
Burp.
Yeah, not
Burp
kissing
right
my
now.
wife for a while.
No, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, it's gross. It's
I want to hear the
fucking-
description on this. Like,
I want to know what that fucking smell is.
3
There's
Mile
literally there's
fucking
literally
sewage
no
water.
It's
there's
like
literally
it's
none.
like I threw an Alka
this
Seltzer
is out
into
of
like
Rochester.
Yeah.
It's like
What
I
the fuck
threw,
is wrong with Rochester?
It's
Jesus
like an Alka
Christ.
Seltzer mixed with a urinal cake.
It's a great way to describe it.
Pretzels? I don't know. Like melted
Please
pretzels.
don't eat the big white mint.
Dude, it's
But
fucking...
it actually tastes good.
Just because it smells good doesn't mean it tastes good.
I can't do
Holy
it. I can't
And
do
you
it.
said it's expensive.
Yeah. How much was this a 4-pack?
$36 a
Holy
4-pack.
Fuck.
Could you imagine you drop 36 for a honey whiskey sour and then you...
I would
I don't
I would,
taste-
like punch him in the face.
They drip the cans in the fucking high falls or
I don't
what?
taste whiskey at all.
Holy
God.
shit!
I don't get any whiskey.
It
out of
literally
at all.
smells like a porta potty.
Like it does. It smells like fucking chemicals.
How horrible is that? We brought that home for you guys.
But the weird thing is, it tastes good. I actually like it.
Oh, you're not me.
The taste is better.
Like the
is better
aromatics
than
are
the smell.
fucking terrible, but it actually tastes good.
Hand me their last beer and give me a rinse on that.
Oh,
fucking...
the burp is terrible though. I need something.
The burp. Yeah, the burp makes me want to puke.
Established in 2015.
No, they're last
abolished
beer.
in 2020.
Oh.
Here's my
I need
comment.
who needs a
Sorry
rinse, glass
no,
rinse
that's
on
fine.
this?
Sorry.
Here's my comments on Untapped.
Thank you.
Once you get past the smell, maybe
that was the
not.
last one. That was the last. That was the last one. The fresher than fresh. Or
Okay,
did you
well-
guys get an extra
Nope.
custardy?
Yeah, we'll just do the custard.
Custody.
Okay.
I don't log ciders usually.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Who else needs a
Oh,
rinse?
thank you.
Yes.
This one
Thank
here,
you.
please. Oh, well that just happened.
All right, hang on.
Grab her a nice white towel. That'll teach her.
Someone knock something over?
No, the can just fucking exploded. It's
I gave that
Gotta
a 1.
roll.
I gave that a 1.
a 1.
I'm being
One.
generous.
You're generous.
I'm not even
You're a saint.
I mean,
No.
maybe a 175.
Oh, the burp is terrible. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's like someone
I don't know
shit in your
what it
mouth.
is. Like, I don't know what the fuck that smell is.
It's like
It's
the
not
bar
whiskey,
dish,
and
like
it's
the
not
bar
cider,
snacks.
no.
Yeah,
Like it didn't age well or something.
it's like
you know,
if you-
like
it
but
tastes like
it's like
very
there's a
stale
bad reaction.
honeycombs.
Are you sure this is what it's supposed to taste like?
I don't know. So like in our coal region towns,
Yeah.
we used to just every town has a shit creek, right? Where it's just like the water would
The sulfur and
they
all.
would use the natural water to take the sewage down to the middle of town in a river to take it to the sewage treatment plant. And every town had that, like it literally tastes like they took like the Girard our one town over. It's so bad the river's orange. And it looks like they made
Oh, that's not that's the mine shit though.
yeah, but that's mixed with the sulfur.
Well, yeah,
and
well,
the-
there's like if you drive from St. Clair through Arnott's Addition, if you're going to Minersville over Wadesville Road, there's a sulfur creek there. That's just like you drive by with your windows. I was like, ugh.
yeah, it's bad.
like it didn't sit well in the aluminum. You know what I mean? Like it's
Blame it on the
weird.
aluminum. I don't know about that.
So
I
I'm
just feel I feel
It's like
bad.
Napoleon
I
Dynamite
feel
drinking the
bad.
milk, and he's like, "This one tastes like you got into an onion patch."
So I'm saying to this one, I said, the smell of sulfur. Please check your work before presenting for that one.
Pretty much.
So
I'm not even logging it.
this is where I
I don't
tell
I don't count the ciders as a beer. I'm not
Same.
putting them on the tap.
this is where I tell people like, oh, you know how everyone always says that you'll like every beer because you're a pretentious beer person. They have never had Blue Toad hard cider.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
I feel bad for Rochester. It's given.
Same.
I mean,
Well, don't forget they have
Holy
they have
Oh, yeah,
Genesee
sure.
and they have other half the Rochester location as well. So that makes up well enough for
And-
Blue Toad
Mortalis.
and Mortalis. Yes.
Oh, there's another one out there too that I can't think
Is this
of right now.
the blueberry cheesecake? Yeah.
Blueberry cheesecake.
All right, so this is the blueberry cheesecake. This won beer of the night, voted by
Last
the New
week.
York
that
guys.
tastes like fucking.
No, this one.
No, I'm saying that tastes like blueberry cheesecake.
Oh yeah,
tattered flag.
Tatter Flag.
Oh my god.
Now this one here was the one that won School County Brew Fest. This was just a blueberry
did?
graham cracker. No, this one, the one on the table,
Should've.
the blueberry. But honestly, the only difference between this one and the blueberry graham cracker is there's less graham cracker taste and more cheese.
Granberry.
And
I
this
thought
one's
the key lime one.
no the key lime
Yes.
pie lost to the blueberry
Or
blueberry
custard.
cheese.
Really?
Yeah. And this one just tastes like it. Honestly,
it
tastes
is.
like blueberry cheesecake.
It does, in a sour form.
Yeah, it's fantastic. This is an unbelievable beer.
This is ridiculous.
It's very good.
Tattered Flag is no joke. And Tattered Flag makes beer. They make fantastic food, and they also have a distillery as well.
Yeah, their liquor's really good too.
Yeah.
And I'll read this one off. Custody Blueberry Cheesecake is a tattered flag brew that is a fruited sour, 6% percent alcohol by volume, sour ale conditioned over blueberry puree, lactose spices, and vanilla. Very simple, right to the point.
Very good. Like insanely good, actually.
Yeah, like it's like I put like a blueberry cheesecake in a fucking blender.
Yeah. I gave this a 4.25 when I had it. I'm still in the same. I'm torn between a 4.25 and a 4.5 for me.
This is a great dessert beer.
Still give it a 4. Still give it a very solid
Like
4.
you want
That's a nice
you want
pillar.
the cheesecake, but you also want to get fucked up, and you
Yeah.
can just do one of these.
Yeah,
Oh
this is
man, I would crush a 4-pack
Yeah.
of this.
this is unbelievable.
Yeah, 4.25 for me too. 100%.
You can't get any closer to what you're trying.
4.25.
Yeah. There's no.
Yeah,
you
this is
can't get any
fantastic.
closer than what you're trying to accomplish there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm not a
Oh.
fan of sours, but I will say this.
He's blue toading it.
No, I will say this. I'm not a fan of the sours. I'm a little more of a sour fan than I am the IPA fan. I'm gonna give this.
Could you imagine that as a candle?
I'm trying to get over. I'm trying to get over that fucking.
Put a wick in here.
There's more right here. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm giving this a 3.75.
It's like smelling
the,
salts.
The taste. The taste
Sorry, Big Tony.
hits the can description and the beer description on point. It's just it's heartburn for me. A taster is
Yeah, it's
great.
really rough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do a can.
Yeah, so for like normal, like a Hudson Valley for me, that would be tough to drink a bunch because I think I think that would be a heartburn.
They're
Way more
they're
tart,
rich,
yeah.
decadent, and
But I think this
yeah.
one,
Rich
this
is a
one,
great
this one's
way.
a little smoother where I think I can probably handle more before I would get the heartburn.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, there's not many sours that I think I could drink back to back to back versus like maybe like a Goza type. Or
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
Dogfish Sequence is a great beach beer, but like I
Mhm.
couldn't like
Absolutely.
this. But like as a dessert though, fantastic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, start lining them up, Ben.
Oh boy.
Beer of the night.
We're gonna go beer of the night.
Is this one in running since you already did it?
Yep. We'll put it in the running. No,
Are we
take that
putting-
one out. Take that out. We'll
We're
just
not
do
putting
that.
Blue Frog in this.
This should be
No,
up
take-
here.
No.
Well, Blue Frog is clearly the winner.
Yeah, Blue Frog.
Beer of the night.
Clearly
Blue
my
Frog.
favorite.
So this
Burp,
is
man.
actually
Oh my
you
God.
actually can ladies piss right in the
It-
backyard. That's
Yeah,
what you did.
that's it's
That's a
horrible.
secret.
Anyone want one more smell before I throw it away?
No.
That's a secret Reddit.
That's fucking
Reddit
awful.
site.
And now,
Thank you.
And now
It's-
Tony's gonna grab it later for the next group to come on, and he's gonna start pouring the water in.
I'm gonna recant
Yeah,
it.
right.
I should just
So
keep
when
it
you
the
go to like
smell.
a power lifter, like they use like the ammonia before they fucking do a big lift. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, try this.
It's the worst. It's the absolute worst.
And we like to thank It's Just Beer Podcast for letting us a can of that for our show.
Yeah, 100%.
So everybody to
$34 a
experience
4
the
Yo, I
pack.
want to know
Yeah.
who the fuck they think they are charging that
That's
much for a
unreal.
four-pack.
No shit.
He probably keeps them in business. So here's probably what's happening. Dan is like, this is a fucking hilarious punishment beer.
Yeah.
So he purposely goes and buys it every time a 4-pack comes out, or he
That's
buys multiple, so he
hysterical.
can just sit on it to give it to people to punish them with.
You know what?
funny.
I'm curious. What else do they fucking offer?
I don't. He's all right. So he said he had a few different Blue Toads in his fridge because he was like, "There's no way all of them can be that bad." And he said the other ones he's had are actually pretty decent.
Well, like it's like it tastes decent. Like I could actually drink it, but that smell.
Dude, the smell
I
and then
can't.
the
Nasty.
smell
I
and the
can't.
burp.
Like if you don't
the after,
smell it and the burp,
can't.
it fucking kills
burp-
anything that's good about what it actually tastes like.
the burp comes up.
yeah,
and
like
it's-
I want to
it's-
kill
it's-
myself right now.
It's immediately like the fucking taste. That's why I was like, there's no way
It's
I can.
Yeah, I'm like, I
the
really- I was-
aftertaste and the burp.
I was
is
really
the
hoping that
smell.
sour was going to cover it, but it's still sneaking up.
It's horrible.
No sulfur description there.
It should be.
Smell.
It should be just straight asshole.
Actually, I'm going to tag it just so I can say it tastes like an Alka-Seltzer mix with a urinal.
I just said it's the worst beer I've ever had in my life.
Well, there's a
beer.
cidery down in
Smoke beer.
Gettysburg that has it.
It's
like
a hard cider ride.
I
It's
said
fucking hard to drink.
I said
It
it
has-
smells like a fart. That's what I literally I put it on tap.
It has they have a cider that they age in Jack Daniel's barrels,
Yeah.
and I think it's awful, but it smells. It's like the reverse. It tastes awful, but it smells
Smells
nice.
so good.
Yeah. So we'll start with Ben
Oh boy,
because Ben usually takes the longest of this process. So we'll start with him, get him out of the way.
man, it's gonna be a tie, three-way tie. Actually.
Well, we don't. There's no ties in this show.
No shit, Sherlock. I get it, but
Whoa.
But I'm sure you're going to describe
Whoa.
it to us for 13 minutes. You have to put him on the pressure.
I'll prove you wrong, and it's not because of the pressure.
Okay.
Ooh, oh boy,
Is your heart racing? Mine is.
I
I'm going to prove you wrong. It's been 3 minutes. No shock. No shit. I knew you were going that one.
What was that? What did he say?
Hudson Valley.
I didn't have it in a long
That's
time.
that's called reverse
that
psychology.
Is
where you
that
rush him and they, yeah.
Is that
There's
the-
no way
is that
Ben
the
you'll get it
Medusa
done.
thing?
No, that's Secret Life of Pets.
Yes.
No, it's not the fucking television show. No,
The movie, yeah.
Yeah.
it's not the failed Disney like rom-com comedy fucking sitcom
It
show.
is for me. Andy, you're up.
Yeah.
Beer
of the night.
Fuck. It is a very solid lineup too.
This is a very good lineup.
It is.
You guys killed it. Good.
Yeah, you
Thank
gotta
you
go with
once
that.
again.
No problem.
No,
of
you
course.
don't go with that.
I'm gonna have to agree with Ben.
Secret Life of Pets moves up.
My
Pops, where you at?
Without a doubt, Medusa Face. Lost Tavern.
The jellyfish.
I like the
After you
counter
drink
that,
that
too.
beer, you have to pee on somebody. That's the rule. Get rid of the sting.
You're not peeing on me, Miss Senior.
not
No
a
way.
myth.
No way.
Not it.
It's not a myth.
All right, where you at? Beer of the night.
As much as I want to give Hudson Valley the credit because I love it a lot, I'm gonna give it to Brew Daddy just because of an
Fucking
IPA
Allentown.
mood tonight.
Who's your daddy?
That's where I'm going. To be honest with you, that's how I felt.
Daddy.
All right.
Throwing some Benny Benassi on there. Who's your daddy?
All right. So now I was torn. I was torn here. I was in a Ben situation. Now I'm gonna take.
Oh
the
yeah,
longer.
you're in the Ben situation now. How does it
Do you
feel?
create a three-way tie or do you break the tie?
See, the beer I would have went for beer of the night would have been fresher than fresh because that's the beer I would have bought. I would have as many 4-packs as I could possibly consume, and I would have kept going all night long. But where that falls is because I've had so many beers like that. But I would call that the Coca-Cola of beers. It's not terrible. It's not a bad idea to make a beer that tastes like Coke because if Coke tastes great, like Pepsi, Coke, the whole nine. My next step would have been the Allentown. So I'm going to go with Allentown for the win and the beer of the night.
Allentown for the win.
Plus, Billy Joel is fucking amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Billy
so-
Joel, Long Island.
All right.
So Billy Joel wins. Slide them all back.
Second
Now the
place.
rule here is, I'm sure you guys know if you listen, you cannot vote for the same beer twice. So
I'll go with mine because you want to get me out of the way. I get it. I'm gonna go with that one. That's my one.
dude,
Which one was that?
I got him already.
No,
Omnipolo.
no. I just don't want to deal with your
Got him.
nonsense.
Got him.
I don't want to deal with your No, I'm not dealing with your
reverse
nonsense.
psychology,
No, it's
man.
not. No, it's the asshole effect.
Yo, you gotta
It's
like
the
hide like a
asshole
reverse
effect.
Uno card and throw it at Ben when he throws.
And I'll have another one. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. See, Ben thinks he didn't lose here, but he 100% did.
Oh, I didn't. I really didn't.
Everybody else knows it, except you.
Tough shit. That's what's so great about me.
I love you, brother. You're my best friend. Go ahead, Andy.
My number 2. I'm gonna go with the Molly.
Holy hell.
Moly.
Moly. Pops.
Holy moly.
Your 2 stouts are on the board, or your 2 dark beers are on the board.
Triple vanilla smoothie.
It's Omnipolo. Evil Twin and Omnipolo making a redemption run right here.
No, we didn't ever not like Evil Twin though.
well,
we
the
did
Evil
not.
Twin
was always okay.
The Evil Twin Cola was actually good, yeah.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah. All right, Hudson Valley
I
is making its appearance.
Knew you were gonna do
I
that.
almost wanted to do it first, but I'm like, you know what? The
knew you
Brew
were
Daddy
gonna
like slipped up.
fucking do that.
Yeah.
You snake. That's where I'm going.
Sorry, boys. I know you're a guest of the show, but this time I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I'm gonna go with the Evil Twin Omnipolo. That tastes like a liquid Tootsie Roll.
Unbelievable.
Bam.
Second
All right.
place.
Yeah.
Now we got the third.
Third place.
Third place
All right,
beer.
it's easy for me then.
Go ahead, Ben. Get it out of the way.
No.
We're all waiting for you.
Benjamin.
No.
I'll give. Where's the Ben
I'll
button?
fucking go. There you go. Medusa
Power
phase.
move.
That would be mine too.
Bumps it up again.
It's a coin toss. Fresher than fresh.
Holy shit, you like that IPA?
Look at
No, it's either that or
that.
that Hudson Valley one. I both gave them 3.75s.
Oh, you're in sync with your buddy there.
20 years.
He's gonna say fresher than fresh.
Yeah, you go.
That's third place for me
Third
as well.
place.
Fresher than fresh.
There
All
we
right.
go.
So first place beer of the night, Brew Daddy,
Awesome.
Allentown. Second place
Joel.
will be the Evil Twin
Omnipolo
Omnipolo collab, and then third place will be the Fresher Than Fresh. We'll line them back up.
Because guess
Label.
what?
Label it.
Label
Can
the
art
night.
of the night.
Can art of the
very
night.
cool. I love
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I'm a big fan
I
of
know
this.
what I want.
I'll go first. I think it's clean. I think it's simple. If you had all those logos looking at me on a T-shirt, yeah, 100% Allentown.
I fucking read you like a book, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I would wear that. I would wear the Allentown T-shirt. Yep, 100%.
All right, well, I'm going with my guy.
It's a
here.
great art, but it's too busy for me.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I like the patterns.
That's my favorite. I like
the patterns,
sword
man.
and shit, like the sword and the stone shit.
Mm-hmm. And a little Buddha.
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Keystone.
Actually, let's just all vote for the black album.
Allentown.
Yeah. Allen. Oh, we have a two-way tie.
Allentown.
Like
Hudson Valley steps in.
I like the Medusa phase, to be honest.
All right. Well, Hudson Valley, even though it was a stellar beer, it was my highest scored beer, I would think, on the show, but it wasn't in the top 3 for me. Because I went with what I could drink more of in more sittings.
Fair enough.
But Can Art of the Night, first place. We'll just say Can Art. They won Can Art of the Night. We're not going to
Yeah.
do a first place and second place. So
Yeah.
I
first
do.
place,
I do like the black album one though.
It is.
Yes,
Like,
I
it is
was
cool.
gonna
Oh,
ask
now
that
it looks
second.
cool.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
cool.
this.
Yeah, now that it's
Matt
the
finished
sweat
with the
shop.
with the
Yeah,
gloss.
like it's
Yeah.
like the black album from Metallica. I mean, it's
I'm
cool.
regretting burping right now.
But like it's you
You
know
almost can't see. You gotta look
Yeah,
at the right
exactly.
light. Yeah.
I remember when I was in
oh, yeah,
like
you can really see it now.
high school when like all like the pastel pens were the fucking rage. There was an art class I had that there was like no fucking art. It was all like fucking tests and shit. So the one girl I knew, she had a white pastel pen, so I did my fucking test in a white pen. And my teacher starts flipping the fuck out about who turned in a blank test, and I'm like, you gotta hold it like this. And I got all the answers fucking right. And I'm like, damn you, Andy. It's like, you son of a bitch.
Ben, start us off. What do you got to plug?
What do I got to plug? Our buddies, It's Just Beer, recorded with us, obviously. So we had a great time. 4 fungasms in the fucking episode. Definitely have a good time with
He's loving it.
Yeah, you're damn right I
He loves
am.
it.
Hey, cut your shit.
He
Cut
loves
your
it.
shit.
He fucking loves it.
Cut your shit.
They're
We
great.
would have Philadelphia by Aslan, a bottle, but no, Tony.
I'm not saying we're not going to have it. We might just not have it on camera.
Oh. Okay, but anyhow, yeah, It's Just Beer, guys. Greatly appreciate the great weekend that I've had. So It was a very great time with those guys. If you guys ever get a chance to work with them, definite class acts.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
talking.
They
we talked
they
about
look
the
like
whole ride-up.
goofballs, but seriously, the best goofballs that you'll ever see. It's
Super accommodating. Uncle Dan and Kim were amazing to us.
best friendship you'll ever have in your life. It's kind of like turned a corner for me. For
Yeah,
this
truly,
COVID
truly,
shit.
truly, man. I like to meet somebody on a social media platform that does the same thing we do, and then
Yeah.
go and hang out.
That's
Just
dope.
like we're doing tonight. You know, I mean, we had a little more exposure because we hung out the whole weekend, slept at their house,
Sure.
and they played host.
Yeah.
Like, truly love those people. Like all of them are just really good people.
I
Just
would
love them to death.
100% house them, no questions asked, if they wanted to do an episode again with us. I
Yeah.
would have no problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's
Good-
how much.
Good people.
Oh.
Good,
Yeah.
Definitely go show them love. They're just really good people.
Yeah, they're stellar people, like
Yeah.
Tony's saying. So I give my shout out to them. So thanks,
All right.
guys. Thanks for the memories.
Header. Not hair. Sorry, hair. So we have his best friend growing up.
Yeah.
His best friend growing up is he's Andrew Hare, and his best friend's Andy Header. And I always, what's it tell? I'm telling with names. He sits with me two times a week, and his other friend sits with me 3, and I still mush them together.
I care about you,
the
Andy.
The face that he gave
No,
you, though,
yeah.
that was
No,
just.
just
I've done it-
literally, it's just literally like fucking 25 years.
Yeah.
Son of a
'Cause, like,
bitch.
Header has long hair, and so everyone just assumed he was Andy Hair for us. So like,
Yeah.
so often too. So I'm like, all right.
It's like my best friend growing up was Tony Little, and he was a huge buff black dude, and I was Tony Blackwell. It just didn't make sense. So like people used to
That's
call him
funny.
Tony Little and Tony Big, just to be funny. And he towered me. He was just not towered. He wasn't as tall as me, but he was like built like the Incredible
Solid
Hulk.
stone.
Yeah, he was like a house. But
No offense.
Fist
Yeah.
pumper from
Huh?
Fist pumper from Jersey.
no, he was originally a boy from
Brooklyn.
Southside Jamaica, Queens, New York.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Speaking of fist pumper, I just watched the Always Sunny Boardwalk episode.
I just watched the one where they didn't have health care.
Oh my god. And it was like, could we have some welfare, please?
One crack rock, please.
She's like, I just had a heart attack. He's like, then you shouldn't be in spin class. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
You're gonna like that CD.
Yeah. They leave, argue, walk back in
Like,
the place.
that's for you.
And he clicks and goes, that's for you. Well, that's for you, fuckface, and walks out.
Oh my god, my Patty's Pub shirt.
I know. I have one, but I'm too fat for it. I had to get a different one.
Plugs, nothing crazy. Still writing with Faith and working on recording with Hands and the YouTube collaboration thing. I'm
Good for you,
potentially
Andy.
getting one. We're working out the troubleshooting of how to collab with some of our musical friends that I'm going to reach out to. Soon.
Yeah.
So,
If you could figure out how Crowbot did their Zoom thing, that worked out great.
I know how to work it in theory. It's just a matter of practice is the
Yeah.
norm now. So,
Yep.
but hopefully some cool stuff coming along soon.
Yeah.
Cool. Good for you, Andy. Great job, man.
Thanks, buddy.
You can kiss him later. Pops, what do you got?
I wouldn't mind.
September 19th, Saturday, I'll be biking in the Bikes and Beers event in Philly as long as it's still being held.
Yeah.
Yards
nice.
Brewery.
Bikes and Beers is a Facebook group you can go follow, and they are all about taking bike rides and then going to breweries in between or on the stops. And
Start.
Hopefully they don't pull the Corona response.
I
The
know.
lager jogger.
Yeah, it starts at Yards Brewery and ends at Yards Brewery. They have 3 rides of like a 15 mile, a 30 mile, and a 50 mile, I think.
Oh, baby.
I'm doing the 30 mile, which is up to Conshohocken Brewery and back.
Yeah.
But you have to sit in
And,
expressway traffic.
No, I get to see the expressway traffic, but I'll be on a
I
rail
think a
trail.
lot
I'll
more
be on a
sports
paved trail.
venues are going to slowly start showing up here in Pennsylvania, especially after today's announcement. PIAA
Yeah,
pretty much.
PIAA said to Governor Wolf, "Fuck you."
They literally just did a DX crotch shot. They said,
Yeah.
"Suck it."
suck it. And
You
they
want to put us?
should.
We're in school 2 days a week. Fine, we're still having football. You're not taking that away from us.
I'm not a fan of Governor Wolf.
We're
He's,
super excited to house 13 kid teams
He's
this
a piece-
season
he's a
in
piece-
football.
He's a piece of shit. as far
3
as I'm
high school teams in
concerned.
our area couldn't make it the entire season because they didn't have enough kids to staff a football team. But they're still like that. We cannot not have it. Like that's our identity in our area.
Yeah.
It's co-region football.
Yeah.
I won't get political,
Yeah.
but I'm not a fan of Governor Wolf.
Well, I mean,
Beers and politics do not fucking mix.
Sure they do.
Yeah. Save it for
When we-
They do, but
well, it does when
yeah.
it affects beers. Like I can't get the Rona if I get food with my beer, but if I
Yeah.
just get my
Oh,
beer,
you're pulling that.
I'm
out,
getting
right?
the Rona.
Yep.
Rick's not accustomed to this whole idea yet. with the food.
Oh,
at
the
place.
Jersey.
It's like
Yeah.
So you,
Jersey's better.
you can walk into a bar and order a beer, but you can't sit at a bar and just have beer. You have to at least have a meal with
have to
your
have
beer.
food.
So you take a very long time to eat your cheesesteak.
Let me just put it in visual. When you sit at the bar
Yeah.
on a bar stool just drinking beer, you are in Pennsylvania, you are highly susceptible to catching the Rona.
Okay.
When you're sitting at a table having food with your beer, the Rona will go right over your head.
Bar
That's the
stools,
scientific fucking data from Governor Wolf.
bar stools, you sit at a higher elevation where the Rona likes to sit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're eating a cheesesteak, it's impossible for it to
Yeah.
penetrate your mouth.
I'm just jealous because we're still nothing's open. I mean, there's outdoor drinking at like Brick City, but we no indoor drinking yet.
Jersey?
No.
Jersey. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
We'll figure it out. I mean, here's
What's
here's
the
what happened.
shore like? What are
Here's-
you doing down at the shore?
I haven't been down the shore. You
No
go
one
to the
cares.
shore.
So my folks have been
They don't
down.
give a fuck.
No.
And it's just kind of what it is.
Business as usual.
It really is. Like they had the boardwalks open, and it was just
I've
like
been
a
seeing friends posting
like
shit from Atlantic
madhouse.
City. A bunch of
People are
stuff.
playing boardwalk games.
I biked from AC. As I told you, I
Yeah.
tried to bike from AC to Ocean City and took a fucking wrong turn, or didn't take a turn. I ended up in Summers Point, but the boardwalk looked desolate.
Well, that's kind of when I was.
That's
Well,
good.
when I was in Virginia
The beach looked desolate. It was. I think the Atlantic City. I don't want. It's not a great word to say, but the Atlantic City residents, which is called residents,
Sure.
were enjoying the beach.
Yeah, because they don't have any outsiders.
Because there were
Yeah,
no,
that's there.
there
That's
was
there.
Well,
nobody
that
else.
was a big thing we kind of talked about when we did our podcast. Is that a lot of people from the city are now snatching up all these houses in the countryside,
Yeah.
but they're not using
Yeah.
but they're not using them as actual housing. They're just kind of using them.
they're
as,
paying
as-
double,
they've
triple
said-
for the houses.
So
The
it's
housing
ruining the
market.
Yeah, we
housing
know.
market because
the
somebody
housing
goes,
market in New York State, upstate New York, is going gangbusters because
That's with the same problem with the
the
Poconos
city,
and stuff too.
the businesses in the city are saying if you want to work from home, work from home. So people are actually leaving the city
Yep.
and buying houses in upstate.
But not only are they buying
And
them,
working
but
from
they're
home.
walking in and they're offering. You know how like normally around here people are like, oh, I offer fucking $30,000.
yeah, you're asking $30,000 for a house, and they come in and say, "I'll give you 28."
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Or
coming
no,
in and say, "What do you ask?"
They come in and say, "I'll give you 45."
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
coming in above the asking price. Not everyone who sells house in the area is like, and you've been living there your whole life, and now you're at the point where like, oh, I could buy a new house. I'm gonna go buy one, and they're like, well, we don't know if we want to sell it to you for the asking price because these people from the city are giving double, so we want to hold off a little bit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So,
Well,
like-
I got a lot of stripping pits where people just.
So,
but
but you got to talk to mom.
But the problem
Got to
is,
talk to mom.
yeah,
because I can sell that fucking thing for above fair market value.
yeah. So the problem is that all these people are buying these houses in these small coal region
Yeah.
towns, and a lot of what they do is based on local business. So around here, we don't have a lot of mom and pop businesses. Up there, they do. So all these businesses in Albany that where you can like walk in and all that local business is doing great. It's not as good anymore because everyone's buying houses from the city. They're not physically living there, which isn't contributing to the local
They're
economy.
making vacation homes.
And now,
pretty much.
and only for one section of the year, like the wintertime when they go up and ski and do all that fun stuff, that's when it's booming. But the rest of the season, no one goes up there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it just
Yeah, we'll have that
They
going
still
on.
got to pay
it's-
taxes. So
it's tanking it's tanking the local schools because now there's less people in school because these houses aren't being actually used by families. It's tanking local business. It's like, but like during
Yeah,
this,
you have that going on like the Poconos and stuff.
but during
too.
the fall and the winter, when everyone from the city's like, I want to go look at the pretty leaves, then they go up and then it's booming, but it's only booming for a couple months.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
when you want to escape the Rona.
Yeah, or that right now, yeah, too. So it's very interesting what's going on there. It was cool to hear.
And Albany is literally like Harrisburg. Everything is government. It's a state capital.
Yeah.
So all your buildings are government owned. They don't pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So Albany is very much like the city of Harrisburg, where it's not a very it's a very low income, and it has its issues.
Yeah,
I've been in Albany a few
people
times.
from
and
the
it's
city are
not
making
a-
triple the wages of what somebody would make
not a
in
great-
that area, and they just they make all their money down there, and they come up and they
Yeah,
live
it's
for
not
a
a,
couple.
Albany, Harrisburg, not a great place to live.
Yeah.
Syracuse is actually. Syracuse has its issues. It's coming around, but for the last year, about a year. Every one step forward, they take 2 steps back. The university up there has some huge problems up there with racial issues.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They got
Well,
some.
I think they
got
were
some
saying.
issues up
I think
there.
they were saying in the Albany area. I could be wrong because I am a couple beers deep. Where they said, I guess the
Couple.
somebody came in and I guess they made like a Black Lives Matter monument, and then people from the town were like, "Take that shit down. We don't want it here." And
I
it was
don't-
like, and then it was like, "What the fuck?"
I
Like,
didn't hear that, so I can't say it's actually factual or not.
it might not be
but-
Albany, but it was a town in that area we were in. We're like, because they were even like, we're kind of like bummed that we're from this area because it's like a very accepting thing, and now everyone in the area is kind of, because it's kind of like out here where some people are just like,
But Albany,
Stuck in their roots or
Albany has
whatever.
its issues. You get outside of Albany.
I was
really
very
nice.
I was very
neighborhoods.
impressed.
yeah.
I was very
Neighbor-
I was
really
very
nice
impressed
towns.
with Cortland. I was very impressed with Watkins Glen. They were fun little towns to be in.
They are. Cortland is up and coming. It's coming around.
Cortland has a lot of potential, man. They have a lot of
yeah.
cool businesses.
They do. They could use a little more business in the area, but it's still a nice little town.
We'll tell your company to buy more buildings so they can fucking
Yeah. Watkins Glen is cool. It's right in the middle of the Finger Lake
It's
wine
where
region.
those falls are and everything,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And the racetrack.
The racetrack's
Dude,
right
we
there.
gotta go party over the racetrack one day.
The problem with Watkins
I got
Glen
cool
is
jackets.
they roll the sidewalks up at a certain time at night. Ithaca, college town. Ithaca's hopping at night.
Yeah,
Watkins Glen kind of rolls up their sidewalks after 10 o'clock. Ithaca
dude,
is just getting
I had a good
hopping at
time
10 o'clock
sitting in
when the college
Cortland,
kids are in town.
sitting in Cortland at the Cortland Brewing Company, sitting outside with live music and that big beer garden and just
Yep.
hanging out and then having a couple beers. I thought it was a great time.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see that town without COVID where everything could have stayed open a little longer and people
Yeah.
could enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
But for being even pre-COVID, you could tell that town had a lot of potential.
It does. Cortland's pretty cool.
But
you're within 10 places to get
let's
something
wrap
to
this up,
drink.
boys. You came all this way to hang out with us. Let people know where they can. I mean, obviously we have the Instagram link below, but where can we find you guys? What are the future plans of the podcast? What do you guys got working out?
Right now we're basically Instagram, Facebook, all audio.
Twitter.
Oh, Twitter a little bit. I haven't really been doing much on there.
Link all of your posts from Instagram over, and it's
It's
two
just
for
that's
one.
what I do, and everything goes over. And I'm like, yeah, I'm running this page. Don't worry about it, Rick. I got it.
That's what I do.
I got it. So we're doing that. We have our feed for audio on SoundCloud and
Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
And Apple
yeah.
Podcasts.
But soon, because I talked to you about Anchor, so you're going to
Soon.
be everywhere.
we'll be
Yes.
everywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna be mainstream. We're gonna be taking over Joe Rogan, maybe.
You could be mainstream, but don't
You're
sell
gonna have
out,
Joe
guys.
Rogan on my show.
Yeah.
No,
He owns the world.
Oh,
he
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
He really does.
Good for
But yeah,
him.
we got some cool stuff coming up within the next couple of weeks. We're really kind of now booked all the way up through, I want to say, like first week of September.
Good for you
Second
guys.
week
More
of
than that, yeah, probably late in September. Yeah,
September,
we have
so-
There you
Roxy
go, yeah.
Liquid Dream next week, who's like a beer Instagram influencer, and then maybe a couple other people the following weeks. Yeah. We're not gonna
Some
let them know.
breweries, hopefully, that we've kind of already talked to, including Warwick
Okay.
and Well Crafted. So
Nice.
keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be a good
Definitely.
time.
Now, for the most part, people want to listen to your podcast. It's on Instagram, correct?
We do, because obviously everything that happened with the COVID stuff, we really kind of honed in a different skill of what we were doing with the audio.
Yeah, we
only.
started the audio back before COVID, and then we were going to start doing all the breweries again. Like I said, Evil Twin, Hudson Valley, all the New York like hot spots. Then COVID hit, so we're like, all right, we need to figure something out in the interim. So we did the IG Live like Hoppy Hour podcast. Didn't think it would take off, and then it really boomed. So yes, we do that every Thursday, unless the guest wants another day. But we do the audio podcast all the time as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely what I've learned is
get
it is sometimes hard to get people to go to the audio side and listen to it.
Yeah.
But if you put it in their face and say, "Hey, here it is on live on Facebook or it's live on Instagram,"
Right.
it's more convenient for people to tune in and watch.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. But I'm excited about it. Also, after the cameras come off here, I'll show you where we do our merch page and stuff. You can check that out as well at the Teespring, and we'll try to get you on the right track. I can't wait to rock some merch, some
Yeah.
BYA T-shirts.
And I'm pumped about that.
Yeah.
Really,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's
Or
about
you are
time.
beer.
Definitely make
you are beer.
You are beer.
Definitely make coasters of your logo. No joke. That
Well,
would probably be a big
pretty much the
seller.
same site you got your stickers from. They do
Yeah, I
coasters.
saw
they-
all that stuff. I
They're
actually
crazy.
really
Yeah.
like this particular kind
The
of sticker.
holographic,
It's
yeah.
so sick.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
So we want to
Like
say
trading
thank you.
cards.
I'm really happy that we got the
Yeah, this is cool, guys.
we got to
totally.
we
Thank
got to
you.
bring the entire
Thank
crew
you.
tonight and do it together because I know we couldn't bring everybody up to New York with us, but now we got the entire crew and do a full collaboration.
Totally different vibe. No joke, but it's nice
Yeah.
having.
I mean,
familiar
I
faces
really
and
hope
all.
we can kind of continue this. I don't
Absolutely.
Want this, I don't want this to
Yes.
be the last
Guess
Yeah,
what?
one.
You're
no.
only in Easton, right? You
Yeah.
said? Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
far away at
Oh
all.
my God.
We
Yeah,
record
you're
we
good.
record every Friday,
Yeah.
so if you want to make a drive, we always have
They
a
got
spot
some,
open.
They got some
Yeah.
nice places in Bethlehem to sit down and have a beer.
Yeah, if you ever want to come out,
We
you guys
can
are
go
obviously
down
more
there
than welcome.
do a
Come-
little
come
live
check it
thing.
out.
Yeah.
We did for my birthday like 2 years ago. My one buddy has like he does like bus trips and shit. So we got one of his like shuttle buses and we started at Lost Tavern. Then we went to where'd you go? We went to Lost Tavern, we went to Weyerbacher, and things got weird.
So
kinda-
underrated.
So kind of put something out there,
Then
kind
we
of
went
what
to
he's saying.
Funk's.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
want to. One of our dreams that we've been talking about off camera, and I'll put it out there in the universe. I feel if you speak it, it can come
Sure.
into existence. I'm one of
Sure.
those hippies. What we want to do is we want to, because we have someone through him that owns a bus company where you can get a bus or two, and we can shuttle around. What I'd like to do is if we can get us involved, you guys involved, maybe it's just beer podcast, and then maybe like, hey, we're going to be in the Harrisburg area, and maybe if you want to get a hotel room for the night or for the weekend, Friday night we go out, and then the bus takes us to every brewery in that area, and then because here's it's a double whammy. Maybe we're not recording content, or maybe we're just taking photos, but we show up as a podcast team, and we all represent our podcast, but we're
Yeah.
still like a family.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then we can bring some of our fans who are supporters of the podcast or people who live in those cities that follow us, and then they could meet us or jump on the bus for a fee or whatever we figure out.
Yeah.
And then we could probably get the Breweries of Pennsylvania guys involved because we're friends with them. If we ever went to Pittsburgh and did it, the First Sip Brew Bucks people would be PA Brew Review, who we've talked to. We have so many people that would jump on board and do this.
There's a lot of really cool stuff we could do.
And if we show up in 2 buses packed and we roll up in a brewery, we're bringing that business money.
Yeah, of
You know
course.
what I mean?
Of
So then
course.
those breweries are going to be like, oh, you were part of that tour? What do you need, an interview? You want to work something
Yeah,
out?
exactly.
And now
Yeah.
we're building those connections. That's something that
yeah,
we'd
once
love to
things
do.
get a little bit more normal again, I guess.
Yeah.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
kicked that idea around for a little bit too.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
even
that
if-
was like the end goal.
So
for
even
us.
if you want to we can collab on that where
Yeah.
you bring your audience in, we bring our audience in, and we
Yeah.
can do like different cities where we go up to a city and we bring
I
a
love
bus
that.
for the
Or
go to
weekend.
Jersey.
Yeah, my buddy
Yeah.
literally has like fucking motor coaches and shit.
Yeah.
He made 'em.
Yeah,
dope.
and we'll have like a fucking booze cruise, and
It's like the
We're not
cat's
worried-
ass of transportation.
we're not worried about people getting DUIs or getting people hurt. We
Sure.
have the transportation.
Sure.
If we want to get a hotel room that night, we're bringing business to the economy of that
Yeah.
town. It's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, by the time we got to Funks, it was getting weird.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Dude,
Absolutely.
Weyerbacher, like, I don't think anyone's drinking anything lower than like 12%.
They're like
They are heavy
bangers.
hitters.
Yeah, very high.
Wow.
But
Heavy
Wow.
hitters.
We'll wrap it up there. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Bangin' Beers Podcast, collaboration number 2, Out of the Park, episode 79. We'll see you guys next Friday
Peace.
for
Take
number
care,
80.
folks.
Number 80. We might have back-to-back episodes next weekend and the weekend after because we have a lot of beers to drink and we have we have some showcase coming up with Tattered Flag. We have a showcase coming up with Evergreen. We have a lot of beers. So maybe we'll figure it out.
We're gonna
But,
we're gonna bang it out.
and then we have some beers that
bang those
Andy
beers.
brought that his vacation beers. So we have those. I know 2 people have lineups that they personally bought that they want to come. I know Cheeseford has a lineup.
Oh my
And then my
God.
buddy Brian Russell has a lineup. So
Jesus
so that's another thing too.
Christmas.
People bring like, hey, I have like 4 beers I want to do on your show. Can I bring them on? So that
Oh,
so.
boy.
Yeah, so we have a lot. We have really a lot of local stuff planned out. Thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you
thanks for
check
having us.
out the links below. Follow these guys. Follow us. Show that support. We'll see you next time. We're out of here.
Peace.
See ya.
Number one.